Bank of Eldon and Versailles, Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, Pin Max Staffing, Versailles Total Fitness, and the Shed Batting Cages. Now, high school football on KS95.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's presentation of KS95 Sports. We are live in Eldon, home of the Mustangs, as we have a battle between two 1-0 teams looking to make it 2-0 on the season. But, hate to burst one of their bubbles. One of these teams is going to walk out with their first loss. I'm Colton Taylor. Jason Mansell going to be joining me shortly. We are here at 95.1 FM. You can also listen to tonight's game online at lakeradio.com. And if you're looking to stream it, as I'm doing some last-minute touches, if you're watching the live stream now, I apologize, but you can stream this game at mosportszone.com as well. But we will be back with pregame coverage. You're listening to the Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC KS95 broadcast.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Canton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Canton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes have been a part of the Lake area. They've seen the communities grow. They've seen the communities change. But one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping the schools a source of pride for the area. And to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically, you are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie and Kidwell Granite Works.
It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown!
When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Divine and the Land Pro team will provide you with excellent service and more than 25 years of combined knowledge of the local real estate market. Looking to buy or sell land or farms in Miller, Morgan, or Camden County? Call Chuck Yo, the Land Pro, at 573-280-4452. Victoria Divine makes finding your next home enjoyable, utilizing the latest technology to bring buyers and sellers together. Buying a home is a big decision. Trust Victoria Divine to handle all the details for you. Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
And we are back at Eldon. Welcome to the Winter Shelton Real Estate Group pregame show. I'm Colton Taylor, and we've got an exciting matchup here between the Owensville Dutchmen and the Eldon Mustangs. Both teams come into this contest 1-0 for the Mustangs. Last week, it was a huge win as they were able to go up to Fulton and win in decisive fashion. I mean, putting points on the board and putting them in bulk. By the third quarter, they already had 50. They finished with, I believe it was 60 points on the Hornets of Fulton. Owensville with a win of their own in their season opener. Now, these two teams have quite the history between them, and that history is a ton of offense. You see, they have played each other 9 times since 2015, including a district matchup. Eldon leads the series 5-4 since 2015, but across those 9 games, get this, in 9 games against Owensville, the Mustangs have scored 350 points. In those same 9 games, Owensville has scored 359 points. If you're wondering what that boils down to, Eldon has averaged 39 points per game. Owensville has averaged 40. And in that time, we saw scores that looked like they were out of a basketball game. I mean, Eldon defeated Owensville in 2017 by a score of 72-69, then met them in districts that same year and won 70-53. In another game in 2020, Owensville won in decisive fashion 47-0. Another game saw Owensville put 48 on the board, and the Mustangs put 56 on the board back in 2015. I tell you all that to say, who knows? Maybe we'll have a defensive standoff tonight. I don't know. I got to catch up with Coach Holt before the game. Sat down, talked to him about how his team looked going into tonight's contest.
Good. We came out of last week healthy and got some confidence getting that first win of the season. It's always nice to get that monkey off the back early on and get that first win, and now they're excited coming into a home game.
Talk to me about last week. You guys started off your season with Fulton and won in pretty commanding fashion.
Our kids played really well. For the first week of the season, they executed. Obviously, we can still improve, but when you have an offensive game where you don't punt the ball at all, that's always a success. And defense made some big stops. It came out a little flat, but then we got it under control and got our emotions and nerves going in the right direction and came out on top.
What was the focus on in practice this week, getting ready for this matchup with the Dutchmen?
Just clean up little things, blocking all the way through the whistle, the first step, just little things of that nature that we didn't feel like we did the best against Fulton, and then just minimize on some of our penalties, make sure we're not hurting ourselves.
Now, over the past handful of years, we've seen absolute fireworks in this matchup before. I believe over your last 9 matchups, you're both averaging almost 39 points per game. Is there a chance we're going to see fireworks of the same caliber tonight?
I sure hope not from their side. We got a big emphasis on stopping their quarterback. He's a heck of a player, and they've got the potential to put him up. They put up 45 points last week, so we know what they bring to the table there.
If there's one thing overall you could see out of your boys tonight, what would it be?
Playing all the way through the whistle, competing for a full 48 minutes, making sure you start out hot and then finish hot as well.
All right, thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck tonight.
Absolutely. Thanks a lot.
That was the coaches interview brought to you by our friends at Dunn Real Estate. The Dunn Real Estate coaches interview with head coach Chad Holt of these Eldon Mustangs. Well, we are getting close to game time. About 5 minutes before the marching Mustangs are out on the field right now. And so we'll go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with your starting lineups and your injury reports. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Hi, this is Greg at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach. It's time for you hunters, ranchers, farmers, and outdoor enthusiasts to plan your time off the grid. Surdyke Yamaha has over 200 dirt bikes, motorcycles, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides coming in now. There has never been a better time to take you and your family outside deep in the Ozark Forest to find your secluded spots. Beat next year price increases and find your perfect Yamaha, KTM, or CF Moto today. There are many positions open at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach. We need mechanics, we need sales guys, parts guys, dock girls. We need it all. Come see us today and join the winning team at Surdyke Yamaha in Osage Beach.
You ride on our reputation. You ride on our reputation. You ride on our reputation.
The goal of the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles is to make sure you feel your best and stay that way. A few of the public health and community services available at the Morgan County Health Center include CPR and first aid training, food safety classes, educational materials and classes promoting healthy lifestyles and activities, children and adult immunizations, and nutrition for expectant mothers and young children through the WIC program. For more information, follow the Morgan County Health Center on Facebook or call 378-5438. The Morgan County Health Center at 104 West Lafayette in Versailles, connecting the community to healthy choices. Tim Schmidt Plumbing, Septic, and Excavating is a full-service plumbing company. Their highest quality licensed plumbers are some of the most qualified service professionals in the area. They can do anything from sewer pipe replacement to fixing a simple faucet leak at an affordable price. They provide a full range of plumbing, septic, and excavating services, including new home plumbing, water heaters, water softeners, new septic system, and land clearing. Licensed and insured. Call Tim Schmidt Plumbing, Septic, and Excavating for all your plumbing needs. 573-216-2292.
And we're back at Eldon, getting ready for this matchup between the Mustangs and the Owensville Dutchmen. Sure to be a great battle here tonight. As we're getting ready for this one, we'll go ahead and take a look at your Lake Regional Injury Report. And 2 names for the Mustangs. Jace Robertson, the senior and one of the staples of this Mustang defense. Sadly, he is out for the season. But joining him on the injured list is James Phillips, the sophomore D lineman and offensive lineman. We're 68. Coach did tell me he will be back, though. His injury is one that he will come back from. So we'll be happy to see Mr. Phillips back out on the field. But we are nearing game time in this one. The Marching Mustangs out on the field right now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing with my camera angle. I think I have something messed up here on this broadcast. Yeah, I'm a man of many talents, but technology is not one of them. No, I don't know what its problem is. Nonetheless, we will see how this goes. So, as I say all that, we're going to go ahead and start getting ready for this first quarter, but let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineups for the Eldon Mustangs under head coach Chad Holt. For the Mustangs starting tonight on offense, it'll be number 1, the senior quarterback Hunter Hess, listed at 6'4". Number 2, junior wide receiver Devin Hardy, 5'6", but don't let his size fool you. He packs a punch at safety as well. Number 3, that is Tevin Eldridge. He is a senior tight end, 5'10" and 155. Number 5, Andrew Beanland, the junior running back. Number 7 is Zach Smithson. He is a senior at 5'10". Number 8, Michael Rugen, also a senior at 5'11". Number 51, Owen Martin, the junior offensive lineman. Number 57, Zach DeVolt, the junior O-lineman. 66 is Ethan Miller on the O-line. 67, Judd Salmons, the other senior offensive lineman. And number 72, Darren Crabtree, the junior. That O-line of the Mustangs is going to be huge tonight. They've got to be able to use their size to gain some ground. And we are just moments away from kickoff, about 5 minutes to be exact, and starting to wind down this pregame show. Once again, special thanks to our sponsors, Winter Shelton Real Estate Group, our sponsors of this pregame show. We'll be back with kickoff and the coin toss in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Dunn Property Management is currently taking applications for over 30 one-bedroom, one-bath units in Eldon. These units are for ages 55 plus. Rent includes water, trash, snow removal, and lawn services, and can be pet-friendly upon approval. Locally owned and operated with full-time maintenance staff and office manager. They are close to churches, the senior center, shopping, and parks. For more information, call Dunn Property Management, 573-569-1200.
Let's cut a deal at Seidenstricker Nobe Partners. Save up to $5,000 on a select John Deere compact tractor package with our exclusive 10-year warranty. And to make things better, we're offering 0% financing for 60 months with 0 down. Get your John Deere equipment by shopping online or visiting us at any of our 28 locations. Let's cut a deal now at Seidenstricker Nobe, snpartners.com.
Offer valid through 9/30/2023. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Looking for a pre-owned, dependable car or truck? Stop by Tim's Auto Connection just south of Laurie. Check out their selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. Tim's team will be happy to help you find the vehicle you're looking for, even if it's not already on your lot.
Well, there it is. I don't understand.
Pre-owned vehicles. Tim's Auto Connection just south of Laurie. That's 573-372-0280. That's 573-372-0280.
Sure, people say vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. It's safer than swimming with sharks while dressed like a seal, flying a kite in the middle of a lightning storm, brushing your teeth with toilet water. Just because people say vaping is safer than cigarettes doesn't make it safe. Do your part.
This message brought to you by the Miller County Health Center.
And we are back getting ready for the opening kickoff in this matchup between the undefeated Dutchmen and the undefeated Mustangs. Jason Vance will join me now. Jason, this is going to be a fun one because I don't know how much you know about these two teams, but they have been high scoring every single time they have met.
Yeah, I've never watched these two teams play, but I've listened to it on the radio before.
And the scores were video games. 80 to 70, 70, some crazy score. I've never seen that live. Let's flash back for a second. Their last 9 matchups, they've scored 359 points. They averaged 39 and 40 against each other. And in 2017, Eldon scored a mere 72 to Owensville 69. And then in districts, beat them 70 to 53. How many football games as a coach do you go into and get told, hey, you're going to score 53 points? Now, you feel good most of the time.
Yeah, I guess that surprises me because I've never seen Eldon really play just bad defense or anything. It's just incredible to get to those numbers. Not more than once, but twice. How do you do this?
It was mind-boggling, and like I said, they've kept it going. The amazing thing about those stats is you get to 39, 40 points per game, and there's one season that Owensville shut out Eldon 47-0 back in 2020, and another season in which Eldon held Owensville to 6 points in 2018, and you still are averaging right around 40 points per game.
I don't understand it. That's why we this should be a great matchup. Really looking forward to it here tonight. I think the advantage as far as size goes, from what I can tell, goes to the Mustangs. They seem to have a little bit more beef up front. Now, I say that Owensville's weight is not listed, but Eldon, they have an athletic, offensive and defensive line. We saw that in the Jamboree.
Yeah, they're just looking at they're a muscular, lean type. So Eldon's got some big boys without a doubt.
So don't let the size thing fool you, especially in the fourth quarter when some of that big boys start to get tired. So.
Yeah, it could make for an interesting matchup. Now, I did talk to Coach Holt before the game, and I said, Coach, I got to ask you, when we saw you in the Jamboree, you guys threw that thing all over the yard. Is that going to be a staple of the Mustangs? He laughed. He said, well, we were missing our starting running back. He said, no, don't get me wrong. We'll throw the football, but this is still Eldon.
I told you he was probably going to throw it 2 times all year.
I think that
they looked good, though, didn't they?
They did, and it's nice to know that if you get into a situation where you need it, you have the option to throw. And when I joked about that, he gave me a smile and he said, "Well, having a 4-year starter at quarterback doesn't hurt either."
No, that's always a plus right there.
So I didn't catch the coin toss to see who actually won, but we are just about ready to get things started here tonight as we get ready for the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter. Special thanks to our friends at Lowe's sponsoring this quarter, and it's gonna be a fun one. This is football weather finally. Last week we were sweating in the booth, and don't get me wrong, I got a little sweat going from running around right now, but I'd say by halftime we'll be nice and cooled off.
It's not 105 up there.
It's not. No one's hogging the air conditioning from us either.
Exactly. We have fresh air, but this crowd is unbelievable. The parking is non-existent. I mean, you can still find some if you're coming out here, but clear across the road, down the cemetery gravel road, there's cars lined up. This is absolutely, totally football season.
I love it. I love it. Like I said, I'm looking down here. Not only are the bleachers packed, but, I mean, the student section, I bet there's 30 or 40, I mean, maybe more than that, probably 50 kids down there.
And you can't see it from where we are, but lawn chairs everywhere on top of the hill, around the hill, on the hill, people still piling in. It's unbelievable.
And it looks like the Mustangs are going to get the football first. As lining up to kick are the Dutchmen of Owensville. They are in their road whites. Mustangs at home in their maroon. They'll be going to the end zone towards our left. Really very minor breeze, not going to be a big factor, not a cloud in the sky. It's time for some Eldon Mustang home football. Stepping back for the opening kickoff is Owensville. Back to return for the Mustangs. I can see Devin Hardy back there. And Zach Smithson joining him, I believe. The kick rolls dead at the 10, picked up to the 20, 25, 30, up the sideline, making a little room, shake and bake to the 35. That's a solid return there by Jalen Beckman.
Yeah, nice return, Eldon. This is a pretty good field position to start off this game.
That's the kind of positive you want. When you have a home game, Jason, as someone who played this game, which, by the way, I was told by a very reliable, trustworthy source that I have to break out your real nickname I didn't know about, that I'm joined by the one and only Jason the Wall Vansel tonight.
You just start talking to better people. I'm going to guess Travis Morris had something to do with that.
You nailed that one right on the head. But
Travis is a good talker. I'll say that. He's a good talker.
So on the first possession, it's a handoff right up the middle for the Mustangs. Good tackle from Owensville. No gain being had there on first down. The nose tackle was waiting for him.
Hayden Shoemaker on that tackle there. That's a big boy right there.
That is a strong carry, though, on first down from Eldon. And don't be surprised if they go right back to the same play.
Yeah, Eldon's they're not going to try to get fancy here.
I was trying to see if that was Michael Rugen with the carry. I need to see back. They're facing the wrong direction for us to get numbers very well, but we'll pick that up as the game goes along. Halfback going to come up, line up next to Hess to the right. Handoff to the left, fakes the pass. Halfback makes a little space on the left side, finds a hole, picks up a gain, maybe 2 on that. That was Andrew Beanland with the carry. That's going to bring up 3rd and we'll say 7 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, short gain. I'll tell you what, Owensville, that's 2 plays and 2 pretty good licks they put on the Eldon running backs right there.
I was watching Owensville a little bit in warm-ups while I was talking with Coach Holt, and they run a lot of drills that are all based around getting to the ball and making sure you initiate the contact and wrap up.
Yeah, that's good coaching right there.
So 3rd and 7. Wide receiver trips right, halfback to Hess's right out of the shotgun. Hess takes the snap, rolls right, surveying, looking for someone down the right sideline. Short pass to the near side, but it's going to fall incomplete. Mustangs are going to have to punt.
Yeah, it was there. Just couldn't connect on it.
Well, tough first drive for Eldon, so we'll see how the punting unit looks and if the defense can get it done here for the Mustangs.
You got to be pretty happy if you're Owensville right here, especially with the scores like they were. Because, I mean, they had to be scoring like every 1 or 2 plays.
That was kind of our ongoing joke this morning when JT and I were talking about the score. We said, we've hyped this up as such a high-scoring affair. Now we're going to come out tonight and have like a 3-0 game.
Yeah, that's a big deal to get a 3-and-out on the first drive. If you're the defense, to hold them to a 3-and-out.
I believe Hess is the punter for this squad. So Hess back on his own 25 is about where he'll take this snap from to punt. Takes the snap.
Oh.
Is he going to keep? No, he runs into the punt, and a good punt as well. It takes a bounce, rolls to the 20, a Mustang roll to about the 18-yard line. That's got to be terrifying for a return unit. When you see Hess start to run with a little, it's like, wait, what do we do?
Hey, that's smart, man. I mean, he fooled me. It looked like he was going to take off, but nice kick. Nice placement, and the ball died right there. Good job.
I'd be willing to bet that one of these times Hess will keep that and run. Maybe not on the opening
Probably
possession from your own 35.
Probably setting it up at some point this year.
Oh, yeah. Coach Holt knows what he's got. I mean, that's the other thing. Hess, we know he's an athlete. We know he's smart. He's 6'4" and 195 pounds. If he initiates that contact, you're moving.
That's a pretty good athlete right there.
So Owensville's first possession will start from their own, I'll say 19-yard line for the Dutchmen. One wide receiver out near side. They're going with a tight package. It's the handoff on first down. Back to the left. He breaks one tackle, gets almost to the 25. He'll push the pile to the 25-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain on first down for Owensville.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see that little tight bunch left like that, those 3 receivers right there where the tight end should be, yeah, it's usually a run coming that way.
You get the feeling that both of these teams have very similar styles of play.
Yeah, it's going to be ground and pound, I think, tonight.
I say that, and now on the very next play, we've got 4 wide receivers spread out, 2 to each side. Halfback to the left, receiver comes in motion left to right. It's a handoff to the receiver. Mustangs in pursuit, just about half behind the line of scrimmage, but still they stuff him for minimal gain. He gets a half a yard at the most.
Yeah, it looked like he turned it there, shook off one Eldon receiver, a defender, but Eldon comes, a gang tackle.
And that was Braden Way, I believe, with the tackle for the Mustangs. So a good job. It's easy to overrun somebody in that position, especially when it's a speedy receiver, but a good job to stay square with him. So now 3rd and 1 from the 29-yard line is Owensville. Wide receiver trips right. Quarterback keeper. Mustangs get pressure. However, quarterback breaking through, dives forward to the 31. That'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's a nice little run right there.
Yeah, that is the senior quarterback, number 9, Blake Elliott. Once again, we don't have heights or weight listed, but he does not look like a small man by any stretch of the imagination.
No, he's a big boy, isn't he? Even from way up here.
I bet he's a legitimate 6'3" out there. When you get a quarterback that size rolling that's not afraid to take a hit with this kind of offensive line, that Owensville, I got to give them credit. I thought they were a little undersized. They are proving me wrong.
Yeah, they're pretty decent.
And it's a handoff on first down to the left. Little room to work with. Halfback cuts back to the sideline. 10-15. He's got 20 to 50 to 40. Breaks a tackle before being pushed out of bounds at the Mustang 37-yard line. Well, they're going to spot him a little far, about the 41. But still a big gain on first down for Owensville. Breaking off about a 20. Ooh, that's more than that, actually, now that I'm looking out there. That is a good 28-yard run.
Yeah. And a lot of it, a lot of people probably didn't see it, but number 26 for Owensville, little freshman Chase Crosby out there at receiver, setting some great blocks to spring that out there.
I believe that was Isaiah Gates, the senior running back. So a senior-led Owensville squad on first down. Gates with the carry to the right, does a little dancing, but the Mustangs are there. Initiating the contact on the tackle was Tevin Eldridge, the senior, able to wrap him up and hold him to just a 2-yard gain. Well, thank you, Mr. PA announcer, but I said it first. All right, that'll bring up 2nd and 8. Interesting to see. Last week we had Versailles, who they are playing Warsaw tonight in a conference and district matchup. We'll try to get updates with that one. On 2nd and 8, the snap. It's going to be a screen pass out to the receiver on the right side. He makes one man miss. Diving forward to the 30, ahead to the Mustang 29-yard line. Well, about the 30. That's going to be enough for another Owensville first down.
That was a nice pass. I mean, he got it out there quick all the way out to the numbers on that pass. Owensville's pretty methodical, it looks like, on their offense, and just taking what Eldon gives them.
So earlier we saw Isaiah Gates with the carry. That was Zayden Gates, I'm going to assume his brother, who is just a junior at the receiver position with the catch and run. So 1st and 10 for Owensville from the 29 of the Mustangs. Out of the shotgun, quarterback keeper. He's going to run to the right. He's got a hole, cuts back to the 25, to the 20, breaks the tackle out to the 15, dragging the defender to the 10, all the way up to about the 6-yard line. That is some strong, hard-willed running there by Blake Elliott.
Yeah, you know they're comfortable with him running when they put 3 receivers out to the left and then run to the right just to kind of draw the defense over.
This is one of those situations where if you're Eldon, somebody's got to step up, shed a block, and make a hit behind the line.
Colton, I'd say their quarterback's every bit 200 pounds, wouldn't you?
Oh, he's got to be. Yeah, he has got to be. He's as big as most of the Eldon linebackers.
Yeah.
Quarterback's going to hand it off to Gates, and Gates is going to get stuffed at the line. That's a little more of what I was talking about. They went ahead and met Gates at the 5-yard line, and they weren't giving him any more.
Yeah, 8 Mustangs in on that tackle right there. That's how you do it.
And we've seen Owensville throw the ball, but only side to side. They have not looked downfield much yet. So if I'm Eldon, I'm playing the run. You're on the 5-yard line. I don't see Owensville rolling out here.
I'd be watching that quarterback.
Yeah, that's a keeper is always in the books when you've got Josh Allen back there. They're going to spread trips left here out of the shotgun. Quarterback takes snap. It's a high snap, but he's able to recover it. He's being forced out. Good pressure by the Mustangs. Gets the pass off right to the middle of the field. Waiting for him was Tanner Meyer, the senior wide receiver, saving his quarterback. That was a play that broke down, but what a job, though, by Blake Elliott to keep composure and make the pass. That's going to be an Owensville touchdown.
That's cool under fire right there. A lot of people would have just panicked.
This is something we didn't see at all last week. I believe they call this an extra point attempt.
Oh, yeah. They still have them, don't they?
You are allowed to kick it through those yellow posts, apparently. That's if you get enough players on the field.
Yeah, the quarterback's got to get back out there.
Son, you didn't do enough that drive. They need you to do more. You also have to play on the line.
Quit celebrating and get back out there.
Plenty of time on the play clock, though. Extra point attempt, low snap, bobbled, picked up. Extra point is up and good. Owensville with the early lead, 6:52 to go in the first quarter. They lead Eldon 7-0. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Holly Lift Boat Lifts. You've got your home at the lake and you found the perfect boat. Now, to just make sure the boat bottom stays clean and up out of the water. Holly Lift Boat Lifts. We've been the lake's choice for reliable boat lifts for over 40 years, and we offer a lifetime warranty on our tanks. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts. We don't just build boat lifts, we build Holly Lifts.
When you're looking for a new furnace or air conditioner, price is important, but warranty, reliability, and efficiency are big factors too. At DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling, you'll receive very competitive pricing on the industry-leading AirEase products. Every AirEase product is built on 80 years of experience, testing, and research. Servicing the Lake and Jefferson City areas for nearly 15 years, DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling for reliable products offered by reliable people called DeGraff & Reed Heating and Cooling.
And back here with 6:52 to go in this matchup between the Mustangs and the Dutchmen of Owensville. I apologize, by the way. I don't think I ever gave everybody their props. Tonight on the broadcast, we got a full crew going. We've got our producer, our manager, our board op, whatever you want to call him, the man of many talents, Mark Sidebottom, back at the studio. New buddy Aiden on the camera tonight. Appreciate him, making everything actually look nice. And the wall himself, Jason Vansland here. Timo promised me if I said that, he'd
because I was about as fast as a wall. That's the deal.
He told me, and I quote, that back in the day, no one got through you. You were built like a wall. That's
Travis obviously has a lot of CTE from playing high school football.
He's just got a lot of love to give.
He is a love man. He's always hugging you. He's a good dude.
You got to love Timo. And I, of course, am Colton Taylor. The Mustangs find themselves trailing 7-0. However, Jason, you did have a score update from that Versailles-Warsaw matchup.
Yeah, what I got is Versailles right now 7-0. I assume it's in the first quarter. My son sent that. He said it left in the game, so I highly doubt the game's almost over.
Well, you tell Michael we appreciate him, and he gets to eat tonight. So, as long as he keeps sending updates, you'll let him have dinner. And on the return from the 20, the Mustangs going to take it up to the center of the field to the 30. Shedding a tackle, nearly breaking free was Rhett Bayshore. If he could have shed that ankle tackle, I don't know that we're not seeing Maroon in the end zone right now.
Yeah.
But Owensville, you got to give them a lot of props for what we saw in that first defensive series, They are sound tacklers. They use good form, and they're physical.
They come up with a lick on you, and 3 and out, and then get the ball and go the other way and put it in the end zone. That's a heck of a way to start a game right there.
So for the Mustangs, shook the rust off your first drive. You're going to start this second one off from your own 34-yard line. Hess out of the shotgun, a heavy package to the left here. It's coming up to the line. Beside him is Beanland. Takes snap, handoff to Beanland on the right side, following a guard, and he tried to hop around. The problem is there were 3 defenders waiting. He's still going to pick up a 1.5 yards, and a late flag coming out from the defensive secondary. I'm a little confused because I see the kids from Owensville a little hype, but usually if you throw it from the defensive secondary, that's unless we're going to get an unsportsmanlike, a little extracurricular activities out here. Number 24 from Owensville seemed very positive. This was good.
Pretty excited. Or he was the most happy Matt I ever seen.
And that's why he was happy. It is going to be some form of personal foul against the Mustangs, and that is the last thing you need in this scenario. So that's going to back them up 15 yards, I believe.
We have an updated score as well. Warsaw tied it up 7-7 with for sales.
All defense early in that one. So I believe it was just the one personal foul, and that'll take them all the way back. The Mustangs now on their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, Eldon, they gotta shake this off now.
So that's going to bring up first and about 23.
It's hard to draw a play up for that.
It is, especially when you're a run-first team. So Mustangs with 2 wide receivers outright. Beanland to the right of Hess out of the shotgun. Hess fakes the screen pass. He's going to keep it. He's looking deep. Lets it fly. No one home. He was trying to take the long shot to Hardy. A good job by the secondary of Owensville. They had a corner running and a safety floating in the middle, but
yeah, pretty good coverage on that if you're Owensville, and got a little bit of pressure on Hess, just a little bit.
Hess has got a big enough arm. I think if he had that one over a little more time, if he could have stepped into it, he may have been able to get Hardy on the sideline, but still good coverage by the secondary of Owensville.
Pressure from the right side and still winged it 40 yards without really stepping into it.
That kid's one of those that he's accidentally a good athlete. Like, don't get me wrong, Hess puts the work, and I don't mean that as an insult at all. It's just, it was God-given talent, a lot of it. Quick handoff from Hess to Hardy, I believe. No, that is Beanland on the carry, and not much to have there. And yeah, it's a little frustration being shown.
Heating up down there a little bit.
I guess I misunderstood. They're marking that as 4th down. I thought the down's reset, but it must have been a loss of down on that.
I guess so.
Unsportsmanlike conduct foul. Or personal, whatever you want to call that. I don't know what they refer to it as at the high school football level. I just know Travis Kelsey used to get them all the time. And even worse, now he's got that mustache going. He said
that was a good-looking mustache.
He said today he will not shave it until the Chiefs lose the game.
Well, so hopefully it'll be all the way down to his cleats.
And a timeout going to be called by the Mustang bench. Coach Holt is not happy with what he has seen. He's going to talk it over. That is a Lloyd Belt Automotive timeout. We'll take the break as well. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
It's not called a farm won't or a farm can't. It's the Case IH Farm All Series, and it's available now at Crown Power and Equipment. And instead of telling you that the Case IH Farm All can do baling, mowing, pulling, raking, and digging, we'll just give you the list of things it won't do. Ready? Nothing. Get your Case IH Farm All Series today at Crown Power and Equipment and find out why Can Do comes in red. Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Find a location near you at crown-power.com.
Car buying has definitely changed a lot. I don't dread it at all anymore, thanks to everybody at Lloyd Bell Automotive. I knew what SUV I wanted. I knew right about what I wanted to pay, but I thought it was going to be hard to find until I mentioned it to the guys at Lloyd Bell Automotive, and they had one here within 2 days. They brought it to me. They made sure I loved it, worked out all the financing. I've never done business like that before. Lloyd Bell Automotive is definitely making car buying fun again, and as a busy mom, I appreciate them very much.
Lloyd Bell Automotive, downtown Eldon.
A good punt by Hess. He's able to flip the field for the Mustangs and push Owensville all the way back to their own 26-yard lines. Eldon trailing Owensville 7-0 with 5:46 to go here in the first quarter. And a reminder, you can listen to us at 95.1 FM, also online, lakeradio.com. And new this year, you can stream us at mosportszone.com. I apologize. Beginning of the broadcast had a little technical difficulties. I would be lying if I said that I knew half of what I'm doing, but it's one of those fake it till you make it or the computer blows up. So,
there you go.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Owensville on offense. Successful first drive resulted in 7. See if the Mustang defense can get a stop here, though. It's a handoff on first down. Bouncing out to the left. What a tackle. Going low and taking the legs out was the corner coming up. Turn around, son. Let me see that number. I believe.
Is that a 17?
That's Jalen Beckman, the junior. 5'11", 150, but if you shoot the knees, it don't matter how much you weigh.
Yeah, exactly. It don't matter when you go low to the knees.
If this was high school wrestling, I think they'd have given him a point for that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a 1-yard loss. So 2nd and 11 now. Owensville, wide receiver trips right. Now the shotgun screen pass. No, quarterback's going to keep it. A good job rallying to him. He's going to pick up a couple of the Mustangs, though. I don't know if that was supposed to be a fake and a keeper or if the Mustang coverage was just there that fast.
I don't know. He had him wide open on that little flare out there, but he tucked it and took off. So.
He had him, but Devin Hardy was coming with heat. And I'm telling you, Devin Hardy is not the biggest guy on the field by any means, 5'6" and 120. But I've watched him pop people, and he's got some power to him.
I'm not sure if he's reading the end on that or what. I don't really know.
So 3rd and 6 for Owensville from the 30-yard line. Can Eldon get them off the field out of the shotgun? Quarterback going to drop back. He's looking right. Good pressure by the Mustangs. Quarterback has to scramble. On the run, tries to flip it short. It falls incomplete. A great job there by Jackson Williams, the junior D lineman. He busted through and was all kinds of in the face of Blake Elliott.
Every D-line coach in Missouri would love to have just seen him on that rush with the post ripped underneath, put the pressure on. That was textbook. I wish I could get any of my kids to do it that way. That was perfect.
This is an interesting thing we got going on. I'm looking at the two student sections, and one's got like the patriotic theme going on, and the next looks like the MoDOT employees just rolled up.
Down at Eldon here with Owensville.
They just got done paving the parking lot and want to come watch the game. Owensville to punt, just about getting handled. That's a short punt. It's not going far at all. It takes a hop at the 50. Will roll to the Eldon 45, all the way up to about the Eldon 42. So not a whole lot on that one. Mustang's going to have some good starting position here for this drive. But that's how quickly you can change momentum in a game. 4:25 to go in the first. Mustangs trailing 7-0. But starting from your own 42, you're one big play away from being right down in their neck of the woods.
Yeah, Eldon was getting a little frustrated there on that last drive, and you needed to stop. You got to get a little momentum. We saw with Purcell's last week just how important momentum can be quick.
That is 100% true. So Eldon going to come out here. I'm expecting run a tight formation on first down. They're going to bring the receiver in motion. First down, it is a handoff to the right, finding a gap, picking up 5, make that 10 all the way down to the 50, crossing midfield to staying at about the 50-yard line. A good first down carry. It's going to be just shy of a first down. I believe that was Beanland on the 9-yard carry.
That's Eldon football. You got linemen pulling, you got running backs getting upfield, second short. That's Eldon football right there.
I don't want to sound like a fortune teller here, Jason, but sometimes I've seen this happen against Eldon. Kids come out with momentum on the other side, and you're able to do something against their line for a series or two, but then they will wear you out, and they don't wear out because that's what has been ingrained in them.
Sure, exactly.
2nd and 1 out of the shotgun. It's a handoff to Beanland. Right side finds a hole, fights forward. He's got a first down and more. Trucking to the 40, carrying the pile to the 39-yard line. That's a Serdike Yamaha first down for the Mustangs.
Eldon's finding a little something on that right side of that line over there they like right now, and it's working.
I'm not a mathematician, but Beanland's averaging about 11 yards per carry on this drive. Yeah. Getting the crowd into it. You can hear the cowbells going, and like I said, I don't have a headset on that sideline, but I'd say they're going, hey, you guys want to run this ball again?
Yeah, let's just do what we do. Let's get back to what we do.
Big boys up front, find somebody and move them.
Find big people and move them.
Yeah, find big people. Just stack them up. We don't really care. Wide receiver out wide to each side, but a tight package. It's going to be a handoff. Beanland working on the left side this time. He's going to stay behind the blocker, fighting ahead, dives forward to about the 34-yard line. That was patient running. Beanland had his hand on his tackle, trying to find the hole. And not a huge gain, but that's a 5-6 yard chunk.
When you got second 5, you can run, you can pass, you can do a lot, go deep, you can take a shot, But yeah, that was a great run using his lineman almost like a hand shield.
And you look over at Owensville, and you're starting to see some hands on the hips, hands on the knees, trying to catch your breath. And the Mustangs, they're right back up to the line, ready to go. Tight formation again. Hess out of the shotgun. Is he going to hand it off? No, he's going to keep it. Rolls out to his right. He's got a receiver wide open. Hits him in the chest at the 30, out to the 25, cuts back. Fighting forward to about the 23 with the snag. That's Zach Smithson. They faked that handoff the whole defense bit. Smithson had nothing but green grass.
He was out there in the flat, wide open. Catch it, turn upfield.
So that's the beauty of it, too. You can turn a 4 or 5 yard pass into a big game with plays like that as the Mustangs pick up another Serdike Yamaha first down. You don't have a choice if you're Owensville. You have to pack the box against Eldon.
You do. You have no choice at all, yeah.
Mustangs now going to stay in this heavy package. It's a handoff to the left side, finding a little room, cutting back, but a good job holding on to the leg and gang tackling now at the 20.
Still up.
Andrew Beanland was not going down the fight. That's another one that you're lucky the ankle tackle held because Beanland had plans and they included 6 points.
Tell you what, he may only be 150 pounds, but when he comes at you, that's about feels probably like 200. That kid is strong.
What have we got here? We got a timeout on the field?
Maybe is it mandatory water break?
It's something.
I don't know if that's still going on or not. I think probably so.
We're going to go ahead and say that it's a Lloyd Bell Automotive timeout called by the Owensville Dutchmen. So we'll take the break as well. 2:15 to go in the first quarter. Owensville leads 7-0. Mustangs on the drive. We'll be back. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Stepping onto the boat. Pushing off from the dock. Tying on the perfect bait and casting a line.
Grandpa, we got one.
Sharing your favorite hobby. Brought to you by Lake Regional Orthopedics. From total joint replacement to memories that can't be replaced.
My fish is bigger than yours.
Our commitment runs deep. Learn more at lakeregional.com.
You know, Jason, we live in an era of football, and I'm not complaining. We are blessed to see one of the most talented quarterbacks to ever grace the NFL in Patrick LaVon Mahomes. And this Andy Reid air-it-out system, it's exciting, it's fun. Eldon does not care about any of that. Eldon doesn't need your 40-yard passes. Eldon just wants to wear you down.
They are just a typical small-town, mid-America, ground and pound.
Tom Landry would smile at this.
Yeah, man.
They're going to run the wishbone in the eye before too long. Hess takes the snap. He's going to roll out to his right, looking to throw. Has to fling it off his back foot out of bounds. A good job to just get rid of it.
Yeah, smart move.
I think a little surprised to see a pass there, but I think that was the whole point, try to catch Owensville on their heels expecting the run. But good pressure. That'll bring up 3rd and about 8. I do wonder if you're Eldon, you are – we'll go ahead and say in the Case IH Crown Power Red Zone, if you pick up half this, do you just go ahead and go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, to me, this is 4-down territory, especially for a team like Eldon.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Worst case scenario, if you would turn it over on downs, okay, you've got them pinned back within their own 20.
Yeah, running back averaging about a 1st down every carry right now. So
out of the shotgun, handoff to Beanland. No, it's going to be a reverse, and he's got room to work at the 10. 5 to the house. Touchdown, Mustangs. Michael Rugen on the reverse.
That play was set up by a lot of plays before it. That was a nice job right there.
That was a show of hand if I've ever seen one. Oh, you're worried about Beanland to the right, right. Well, here comes Rugen to the left. And what a job by the guard and tackle of Eldon. Yeah. They set that corner, and you weren't going through.
He was going to score that as soon as he turned the corner.
Looks like Zach Smithson will come on to kick the extra point. Chance to tie this one up. 2:03 to go in the first quarter. Snap is away. The extra point is up. And good. We are tied at 7 apiece. 2:03 to go in the first quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1991, Capital Monuments and the Atterbury family has served and supported the Mid-Missouri area. They've been offering generations of memorial experience by designing and creating the highest quality monuments. At Capital Monuments, they specialize in creating personalized and lasting tributes, from pre-need and at-need family memorials to military and community tributes. Come in and talk with one of their monument design specialists. They're located west of Jefferson City in Apache Flats, or visit capitalmonuments.com for photo samples. Capital Monuments, the tribute that lasts forever.
2:03 to go in this first quarter, and the Mustangs have tied things up now at 7 apiece. Jason, that drive, there was no flash, no flare. I say that, a little flash and flare on the touchdown, but overall it was, hey, we're going to run. You want to see us do it?
Yeah, I think Eldon wanted to flex their muscle. I think they were a little frustrated on that first couple drives, and they righted the ship.
They righted it indeed, and that was Rugen getting into the end zone for the Mustangs. But a lot of the work on that drive was done by Andrew Beanland. I mean, he was averaging 7-8 yards a carry for the majority of that drive.
Yeah, and that's what helped set that reverse up, because they were definitely keying on him.
So Eldon now to kick off. Huddling up, Owensville has their guys back to return. Beautiful night. This is such a great view as well. Special thanks to everyone here at Eldon for setting things up for us. Always very hospitable. We appreciate them having us over here. Great crowd on hand.
Beautiful setting here. Beautiful.
Got some patriotic kids. We got the MoDOT work crew out here. I wonder why the highways never get done. Now I understand, because they're always out here, watch football games. Owensville on the return, gets to the 20, 25. We're going to the left side. A whole group of Mustangs surrounding, though, and a good job bringing down the return man at the 28-yard line.
We have a update, Colton, on the Versailles game. I think it's right about the end of the first quarter. Warsaw is up 13-7.
So Versailles started out leading early, but now find themselves trailing. It's going to be an interesting.
It's going to be a tough one tonight. I mean, it's going to be a dogfight all the way to the end. So Versailles knows this is an important one.
I was going to say big implications on the conference and district.
Yes, and district on this one.
Owensville on first down from their own 28. Quarterback going to roll out to the right, sets his feet. He wants to go deep. Receiver there, and he pulls it in at the 30, 25, 20. Tackled finally at the 18. What a catch over the shoulder. I mean, just tracing that thing was Landon Eli, another senior for this Owensville squad.
That is an over-the-shoulder catch if there ever was one. That was a great ball, great catch.
The defense was there, too. The corner had an arm in.
Great coverage.
Yeah, Eli did not care. That's just good defense, better offense. Owensville quickly back to the line. They're going to spread it out. 2 wide receivers out to the right, make that trips right. Halfback to the left. Quick snap. He's going to keep it. Quarterback running to the left inside the 20 to the 15. Out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. So a quick keeper from Elliott calling his own number.
I think we got a flag on the field there, I think.
Maybe a little too fast. Yeah, hold on Owensville. So sometimes
awesome.
quick, fast in a hurry is nice until it brings you back.
Yeah. Sometimes your linemen don't quite get their breath back as they have to run 50 yards down the field to get that play going.
You know, it's amazing. The specialty players love going fast like that. Big guys, not so much.
Yeah, they're looking for somebody to get the gator out and get them right down there.
That's when you look at each other. Are we going to fake an injury or how you want to do this? Oh, last week, I couldn't believe the number of cramps we saw playing in that kind of heat was just brutal.
Every play.
But hats off to the kids on both squads for sticking it out. Now, Jason, I will tell you, it's very unlikely we're going to see as exciting a finish to this one as we saw last year between these two teams, as Eldon walked it off to win by 1 point on a pass. It was a deep 30 or 40-yard pass from Hess. It got tipped by the corner. Receiver caught it full speed and took it to the house to walk it off.
You never know. We might see it.
Owensville looking to throw on first down. Passes behind the receiver, falls incomplete. That's really the first. I mean, we saw Owensville take a deep shot earlier, but that really has been the entire passing game. We haven't seen them looking to throw a whole lot.
Well, they've moved the ball fairly well running it, so, But now I guarantee if you're Eldon, you have to respect it now.
Oh, you absolutely do. But, I mean, when you've got Isaiah Gates, the running back, averaging a good 5-6 yards a carry right now, and your quarterback, Blake Elliott, he can bust off a 10-yard run at any time. So,
yeah, he's dangerous. He's a dangerous player.
So second and, we'll say 14 here. 2nd and 15 for Owensville. Elliott out of the shotgun. Looking for the screen pass. Pump fake. He's going to go deep. Once it all. Jump ball. Is it?
Oh, he got it.
How did he pull that in? The receiver tipped it up to himself. And somehow, once again, the defense was there. That's a touchdown for the Dutchman.
3 Mustangs right there. That's crazy.
That ball went off the receiver's hands and kind of ping-ponged up in the air and around. And when it's your day, it's your day.
Yeah, if you're Eldon, you're thinking, what else can we do? I mean, we did everything we were supposed to.
2 passes that had very little chance of getting in that both did. So, yeah, 2 completely opposite styles. Mustangs went ground and pound, and Owensville said, let's just chuck this thing. Extra point attempt coming up for the Dutchman. Snap, clean, kick up. And plenty of distance going all the way back to the track. Owensville now leads 14-7, 1:15 to go here in the Lowe's Home Improvement first quarter. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Your local Lowe's tackles the competition this fall and backs its high school football teams this season. Lowe's wants its customers to do it right for less. Shop at Lowe's for all your tailgating needs and be prepared for autumn leaves. There's something for everyone at Lowe's. Easily located in Osage Beach on Highway 42. Score your own touchdown this season. Come in or shop online at Lowe's.com.
Back here in the first quarter, 1:15 to go. Mustangs had it tied up, but Owensville said, hey, let's see what happens if we throw this football. And it drove him down the field, and a tipped pass brought in for a touchdown by the Dutchman. Give them the lead 14-7, 1:15 to go.
Maybe we got something crazy shaping up for tonight, Cole. Maybe that's a sign.
At this point, nothing surprised me. I mean, 14-7 in the first quarter. We are on pace for quite a few points to be put up, and I'm not sure that either of these offenses have completely found their groove yet.
No.
So Owensville on the kickoff looking to put it deep. Eldon will take it from their own 5 to the 10, up to the 15, middle of the field at the 20, shedding a tackle, bouncing outside at the 30, shedding another tackle, up to the 35, pushed out of bounds. That's a little bit of a late hit. Are we going to see a flag? No, refs are going to say play on, but what a return by Jalen Beckman, shedding not one but 2 tackles all the way up to the 37-yard line.
He's a little quicker than I thought. He had some guys with a good angle on him, but just not quite good enough. He was able to outrun them.
Yeah, Beckman, 5'11" and only 150, but apparently it's 150 a muscle.
He looks bigger than that.
So Mustangs going to go back to work here from their own 37-yard line. 1:07 to go in the first. And I'd be surprised if we don't see him go right back to the ground and pound. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his right. Takes snap, fakes the handoff to Beanland. Hess going to drop back. He wants to throw, going up the sideline, and he had him. Beanland was calling for it, and that's one he's going to want back. It hit him in the hands.
Yeah, he kind of snuck back there on that little wheel route looking thing, and he was there, man.
I love it. That is a deadly combination when you can sell him on the play action, and you've got a running back that can run the wheel route as clean as Beanland just did.
Man.
Hess giving him a little pat on the back of the helmet, says, "It's all right, I'll get you again. Don't you worry about it."
He wants that one back right there.
I like the look, though. Eldon not afraid to fire the pass early. So 2nd and 10 from the Mustangs from the 38. Hess wants to get out of the shotgun. Everything in pretty tight formation right now. It is going to be handoff to Beanland on the right side, trying to turn the corner. Owensville doing a good job to get some pressure, but fighting forward is Beanland. He'll still pick up about 5 on the carry.
What, Colton? It's getting chippy down there, man. It's getting chippy down there between these.
You can't play this style of football and be friends with everybody.
I mean, well, the scores they've had in the past, I mean, this has got to be one of each team was looking forward to here.
Oh, I promise it's circled on the calendar for both of them. I wish I could remember his name years ago in that big 72-point game. Owensville had a quarterback, and I swear he ran in 6 touchdowns before the end of the evening. Less than 30 seconds to go. 3rd and 5 from the Mustangs. Hess takes the shotgun pass. Quick screen pass out to the right to Hardy. Defense all over him, though. Hardy's going to be hit for a loss. They'll back him up to the 39. Eldon was thinking screen, but so was Owensville.
Yeah, they do a good job of pursuing to the football.
And they're just going to go ahead and let the quarter wind down. So that's how the first quarter will come to an end. Well, I say that. Oh, we have an injury stoppage. A Mustang shook up on the play. I can't tell if that's Hardy down over there or who it is, but nonetheless, they will tend to him. So this is one where you almost wish they could just wind the clock down and let the quarter run out. And I see both teams going to the sidelines. So we'll go ahead and take the break as well and be back with either the end of the quarter or your second quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Lakefront homes, luxury homes, condos, first-time home buyers, farms, foreclosures, townhomes, villas, lakefront, commercial. First Choice Realty is Eldon's oldest and most trusted real estate brokerage. Christopher Weeberry is a lifelong resident of the Lake area and real estate salesperson. Call Chris Weeberry with First Choice Realty today if you're thinking about selling or looking to purchase a new home. 573-480-2313. That's 573-480-2313.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
And back here, going to put a wrap on this first quarter. And, of course, because I brought it back, they went ahead and just let the quarter wind down. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and keep it here, though, as we're getting ready for the second quarter. Mustang's going to be forced to punt, start the second, find themselves trailing 14-7. In our last update, Warsaw was up on Versailles 14-7, right?
Yeah, 14-7.
Wait, 7? How did Versailles get 7?
I don't know.
Did they actually kick an extra point this week?
Well, we had a kid move in from Spain.
Oh.
He loves soccer. I was trying to talk him into it, but I don't think he can get eligible that quick. But
was his last name Stenerud by chance?
No.
Oh.
Nice kid, though.
Well, hopefully Versailles come out and come back. And this one, the same with the Mustangs. It's been a tricky start. When they find their groove and can run, they've been very effective at it. But the issue is a couple losses here and there. When you run this style of play, if you take 1, 2, 3, 4-yard loss, it throws off the entire drive.
Yeah, it kind of gets you off schedule on getting down the field.
Let's see. Trying to get some updates.
You tell me some games you want me to try to find. I'll see if I can find them for you.
Well, I'm sure we can check on a few here in a bit. I guess I should probably switch this over. Let's see if I can do this without breaking anything as we transition to what should be the second quarter. I say that. And I have definitely already messed up our live stream. I'm sure Mark's back at the studio going, what on earth is he doing right now? And the truth is, I don't know that I know. Oh, hey, it almost looks like it worked. And the punt is away for the Mustangs, and it's going to roll dead at about the 24-yard line. Once again, if you're watching this on MoSportsZone.com, my apologies. I put a few things in wrong in the pregame, and so I'm fixing those right now. You're getting a behind-the-scenes look at how I actually set all this up. And we're good. Welcome to the second quarter here on KS95 Sports, brought to you by H&R Block of Versailles. I'm Colton Taylor. Jason Vance with me. Aiden to my left. Mark back at the studio. And nobody on the roof tonight. That's new.
Yeah.
At least nobody I know on the roof tonight. So Owensville from the 24-yard line out of the shotgun. It's a quick handoff up the middle. Good job by the Mustang defense, holding him to about a 1-yard gain.
Nice job. Nice job.
That's not easy to do. I mean, Isaiah Gates has been having a pretty solid night, but the Mustang defense, especially the D tackle, was ready for him there.
B.J. Jones looks like a man in that uniform, doesn't he?
That's a big boy.
He is a big man.
So 2nd and 8 for Owensville. Wide receiver trips right out of the shotgun. Elliott going to take it. He rolls out, looking to throw. He will throw, but the pass too high to handle. That's going to bring up 3rd and 8. So an opportunity for the Mustangs. Can you get Owensville off the field and give yourself another chance to go tie this thing up?
Yeah, you got to get them off because all that crazy passes they had on the last drive, you never know what they might do.
You know, I really love Coach Holt is very methodical and patient in his way of coaching. And you have to be that way with this run style. I truly believe he thinks we will wear you down, and as long as we keep it close, the second half will be ours.
Yeah.
Those legs get tired. Those pads get a little heavier. And next thing you know, it's getting harder and harder to block the big guy in front of you.
Eldon just works on you. They just keep muscling you and pounding on you.
So it's 3rd and 8. Out of the shotgun is Elliott. He wants to throw, looking for the sideline, taking a big heave at it. And good coverage on the sideline, breaking up the pass. That was Zach Smithson.
I thought they had another one.
They just about did, but Smithson said, no, I've seen enough tonight. You're not going over my head again. So good job by the Mustangs secondary. I shouldn't just say secondary because the defense got a little pressure on Elliott, forcing him to throw a little bit off his back foot. I mean, it was a good throw, just better coverage by Smithson.
Yeah, they got a pretty good lick on him, actually, when he threw the ball.
Yeah, I'm going to just go out on a limb and say Elliott does not care.
No, he didn't.
That kid plays smash mouth football. Owensville punting from their own 25, facing some pressure on it. Calling for a fair catch, but not going to get there. That roll will fall dead at about the 35-yard line, and that's where the Mustangs will take over. So, Eldon, they've struggled a little bit on offense, but the defense has held when it needed to.
Yeah, they're doing a better job. They've calmed down. Eldon seems like they're pretty settled in to playing their style right now, and I'm going to expect to see some guards pulling and some running backs getting up the field here on this next play.
You know, we've talked for years about the Tri-County and how I think the Tri-County is as tough as any conference you're going to find in this area. And I think Eldon is living proof of that. With this style of smash mouth play, you know, if you can't match up physically with them, they will find a way to dominate you all night. And Hess going to call his own number, keeps it on first down, diving forward, carrying a couple bodies with him. That's a hard-fought 4-yard gain on first down.
You know, and you're right, Colton, and you know, some people like the fancy throw it down the field football, but like Eldon's style, you can play teams maybe even better than you and keep it close because you keep the clock running, and it keeps the game shorter.
Yeah.
It keeps you in it to where maybe just with one turnover, you're right back in this thing. That's the great thing about pounding the football like this is you can play with anybody.
You play, not to call anybody out, but you look at your Hallsvilles over the years that have been very fast and athletic. Well, that fast and athletic doesn't matter when you've got a 180-pound back running right at you all night.
Exactly.
Receiver in motion. It's a quick handoff. Room to work up the middle, picking up the first down, but there is a flag in the backfield. I think this one is coming back for the Mustangs after a strong run by Smithson.
Yeah. We have another update, 21-7 Warsaw.
Ooh, that is not going the direction the Tigers had hoped for. Tigers do have big play capability, though, so we'll see if they can get some of that back. I mean, they trailed last week, and it didn't wind up phasing it. But this is going to be a tough holding penalty on the Mustangs, as they were looking at a 2nd and 5, and now they're looking at a 2nd and about 12, because I guess that's a spot foul. On the 34-yard line. I just can't get over this view. I mean, beyond the football field, you've got the rolling fields back there. It is
beautiful if the leaves were turning, if we was at that point of the year yet.
Oh, yeah. We have to start getting here early so Jason can paint some pictures.
Yeah.
And it's a reverse, and there was a lot of room to work with, but I actually think that Michael Rugen just lost his footing before he could turn the corner. Mustangs have had a lot of success with that reverse. Once again, Rugen just losing his footing. Otherwise, that may have been a big gain again. So 3rd and 12 now for Eldon.
I hope he just lost his footing. Otherwise, Owensville played that pretty tough.
And there may have been an ankle tackle there. I very well could have missed that in the midst of all those white jerseys. 3rd and 12, 2 wide receivers out to Hess's right. Beanland next to him. Hess is going to roll out, trying to buy a little time under pressure, and he's going to be grabbed from behind. Can he get rid of it? Shakes another tackle, stays on his feet. He's going to keep it, but not a whole lot to work with as he dances out of bounds. At about the 41, he picked up 6 or 7, almost 8 yards on that carry.
That was a beautiful 6 or 7 yards right there, man. He is athletic, man. That was a great job.
This is one of those situations, as they bring in the punting unit, I'd almost consider, do you let Hess try to pick it up?
I would at least try to pull them off sides. I noticed some Owensville kids were kind of jumping like they're giving them a hard count. I would try to get a cheap one on them, but that's just me.
And this is
right now, yeah.
5 yard. It is risky because you don't want to give Owensville the ball on the 39, 40-yard line, but Hess is going to back all the way up to his almost 25. So I'd be surprised if he does keep this one. High snap. He takes it, rolls out. He's looking to throw. Sets his feet. He throws it aside. He got him for the first down, breaking a tackle to the 40. And all the way out to the 36-yard line, completing the pass ahead, Dakota Collins.
That was beautiful right there.
All right, I thought he was going to keep it and run. I didn't know he'd keep it and throw.
Well, that's the place in the field where you want to do a fake if you're going to do it. So
I got to wonder if he was told, hey, roll out, and if someone's open, throw it. If not, just punt it. The way he punts the ball, he can do either. That is a Serdike Yamaha first down, and a big one for the Mustangs as they're now working on the Owensville side of the field. 9:12 to go in the first quarter. Owensville leading 14-7. It's the H&R block of Versailles second quarter. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his right. 2 wide receivers out wide. Fakes the handoff. Drops back. He wants the long ball. Looking up the sideline. Got a man, but great coverage. He was looking for Beckman, but the corner able to go up and swat it away.
Yeah, I think Eldon's going to be losing some yards on this one here. I think we're going to flag on the play.
We have a hold on the Mustangs. I really do love, though, that Eldon has taken their shots downfield and making Owensville stay honest defensively. But like you said, that hold going to back this one up.
Yeah, that's a killer right there.
It is, but the nice thing is that will reset first down.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, it's going to be 1st and 15, but now if you're Eldon,
and they can get that kind of distance back pretty quick.
That's what I'm saying. You may look at this and go, fine, we'll just run it then. We get 3 downs to run it and go get 15. We'll take our odds. So 9:06 to go in the quarter. Eldon trailing by 7. Beautiful evening for Friday Night Football. Mizzou able to pick up their first win of the season. I don't know that I'd call it convincing, but, a win's a win.
Win's a win, man.
So on 1st and 15, pass out of the shotgun. Beanland to his left. It's a handoff. Making one man miss and picking up about 7 on the carry was Zach Smithson. That's a good first down run, making it about 2nd and 9 now.
Makes it a lot more manageable now.
Eldon has a nice cast of players that, whether it be on a reverse or a handoff, can take the ball. We've seen Beanland run it. We've seen Smithson run it. We've even seen Jalen Beckman on the reverse run it. And, of course, Hunter Hess always a threat to keep it and run it.
Yeah, you can't really focus on any one kid out there.
So now 2nd and a manageable 9 for the Mustangs as they're going to go heavy to the right side. 2 wide receivers out to the left, Beanland to the left. It's a handoff to Beanland. Turning the right side. He's got the tackle out front. Makes a man miss to the 30. Diving forward to the 27. Give them a Sir Dyke Yamaha first down. What a good job by the offensive lineman getting out front.
Yeah, I'm going to give some love to number 51 for Eldon, Owen Martin. He pulled on that play and just literally earholed one of the Owensville linebackers. Those guys never get enough love, but that was a heck of a play right there.
Nothing will make a running back smile more than when you've got a big man that can pull and set some space like that. So Eldon now operating on first down from the 27-yard line. It's a handoff to Beanland. A little bit of a hole in the middle. Good job by Owensville to get a hand on him, hold him to just a 2-yard gain, up to about the 25. You can see this O-line for Eldon is making some holes.
Yeah, they're working on Owensville right now.
I just take a picture of this, Ross.
All right, 2nd and 8 for Eldon from the 25-yard line. Hess, he's going to keep it. Runs up the middle to the 20. Shifts to the right to the 15, to the 10. One man to beat. 5. Touchdown, Mustangs! Hunter Hess calls his own number and delivers.
Flag on the play.
Oh, you hate to see it. What a beautiful run by Hess. That yellow handkerchief means the officials didn't like it.
Yeah, it came out quick. It's got to be on Eldon. Their body language, I think so.
Hess looking at the refs going, come on, did you see how many men I made miss? That's got to negate the flag, right?
That was a great play.
Have I mentioned how athletic Hess is? They say he's even better at baseball.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I think they said the kid pitches in the 80s.
I think I heard Coach Daniels say that. Yeah, he's the definition of an athlete.
So you are correct. That is a hold on the Mustangs. That's going to back them up now. See, I've got Osage leading Moberly by a score of 15-7. Camdenton up on Kickapoo 14-7 as well.
Versailles is fighting back a little bit. 21-14 now, Warsaw.
All right, little life there. What's ironic is that's an old Tri-County matchup.
Yeah, this is the first game of the new conference. First conference game for Versailles in this new conference. So a little bit of history there.
2nd and 15 for the Mustangs. Faking the handoff. It's a quick pass to the slant right up the middle. Nice gainer on 2nd and 15, as that is Zach Smithson with the catch, and he gets all the way back up to the 25. So that's going to make a very manageable, probably 3rd and 7 here.
Yep.
That's another one, that slant. If they're going to stay man coverage and keep the safeties cheating back a little bit, you can hit them on that slant anytime you want.
Oh, easily.
And once again, you're in 4-down territory if you're Eldon. This quarter winding down, about 7 minutes to go in the second quarter, the H&R block of Versailles' second quarter.
Yeah, if I'm Hess, I keep it on here and see what I get on 4th.
Hess takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. Beanland trying to turn the corner, trying to make a man miss. He does. Turns the corner, gets to the sideline. Diving forward. What a run as he takes it up all the way. Where are they going to spot him? Is that the 5-yard line?
I think about the 5.
My goodness, he got even with the D end and basically looked at him and said, hey, I think I'm faster than you.
So let's put a little bit of a juke on him, and that's how it's up.
That is a Sir Dyke Yamaha first down all the way into the Case IH Crown Power Red Zone. The Mustangs are knocking on the door. That was a lot of speed being shown there by Beanland. So we'll see. I'm going to say the Mustangs stay with ground and pound. They're going heavy to the right. It's a handoff. Beanland to the left. Breaks a tackle. Stretching for it. Can't quite break the goal line, though. He's going to be marked short at about the 2.
Eldon was working that right side there quite a bit in the first quarter, and now they seem to be going to the left quite a bit.
Well, they're throwing different looks. They'll line up heavy to the right, making you think they're going to go there, and say, no, we'll go ahead and switch over and let Beanland head to the left. But, I mean, that's still a decent gain. You're only 2 yards from the end zone here. I would be surprised if Eldon didn't wind up going right up the gut at some point.
Hess is going under center. I'm going to bet it's going to keep it.
Hess under center. He will keep it. Trying to push the pile, stretching, diving forward. Did he get there? And the hands are up. Touchdown, Mustangs. Hess kept it the first time they called it back. This one's going to stand. Hunter Hess with a 2-yard dive. The Mustangs an extra point away from tying this one up with 5:57 to go in the second quarter.
We got a ball game, man.
What a luxury. Once again, when you've got 6'4" with 4 years of experience at the quarterback position, you're 2 yards out. son, get under there. Just go ahead and dive in for us real
Who
quick.
else would you want with the ball in their hand at that time?
Extra point, snaps a little low, kick up and right. Oh, wow. It must have been far left. It looked good from our angle, but the official signaling no good. So Owensville holds on to the lead 14-13. 5:57 to go in the second quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career that includes tons of perks? Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV and see the difference. They're offering extremely competitive pay, plus benefits include medical, dental, and life insurance backed by a 401k plan and bonuses. Find yourself in a career with Hy-Vee. Stop in today at your Jefferson City or Osage Beach IV or visit high-v.com for employment opportunities.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
14-13, a 1-point lead for Owensville. 5:57 to go in this second quarter. A methodical drive by the Mustangs. We're going to run, maybe throw in a slant pass once in a while, and then we're going to run 4 more times. And Owensville, really, all they could do was watch for the most part.
Yeah, that Eldon line will wear you out pretty quick. I guarantee you Owensville's ready for halftime break right here.
And I can't really speak to it. We didn't have football in school. But I know even with soccer, basketball, baseball, any other, well, not baseball, it doesn't have a halftime, but with soccer or basketball, you got to halftime. Sometimes you ran into the problem with a team that would wear you down is if you sat down on the bench, your legs didn't want to cooperate as much in that second half.
You just want to stay there.
And once again, I don't see that being a problem for Eldon. This program has been the same way for many, many years. These kids will not tire, and they're not going to give an inch on that line unless they're ready to.
Well, if you know their old line coach, Coach Darren Kelling, he's pretty demanding.
Kickoff going to be picked up at the 15 of Owensville. Return to the 20, out to the 25. There's a hole at the 30. Breaks through. He's got room at the 50. Can they track him down? 40, 30. Breaks the ankle tackle. He will go all the way. Owensville with the answer. An 85-yard kickoff return. And just like that, they've reestablished a 7, could be 8-point lead in just a moment.
Nobody really wants to hold on to that momentum, you know?
That's Tanner Meyer, the senior wide receiver we saw with a big catch earlier on. Man, you saw the big boys up front created just a little bit of a hole for Meyer. And once he gets going, you're not going to catch him.
That was a great return.
So that is quite the answer to the methodical strategy of Eldon. Well, I'm glad we're not going with a low-scoring affair tonight.
No, this is shaping up to be one of those crazy ones again, I think.
Extra point attempt coming up, and put it on a rope, but it's good. So the lead back up this time to 8, 21-13, Owensville over Eldon. We'll be back. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Your hometown
Are you looking for a
lumberyard
great
and
place to
proud
work
high school
and call
football
home?
supporter,
Our
High
vet
Brothers
is
Lumber. High Brothers Lumber prides itself on knowledgeable customer service, on-the-spot instruction, being family-owned and locally operated for 44 years. And at High Brothers, we have the biggest delivery fleet and nothing less than premium lumber. Let the quality be the difference that brings you the win at High Brothers Lumber, located on Old Highway 5 South. High Brothers Lumber.
Are you looking for a great place to work and call home? Our vet is accepting qualified applicants to any of its central locations, Lynn Creek, Lori, and Ashland. Our vet has state-of-the-art facilities, excellent customer service, and team spirit when it comes to serving its furry family members. Top salaries, custom employment packages, and executive housing available for accepted applicants. Our vet supports continued education, benefits, and the best opportunity for a meaningful career in the Ozarks. Please deliver your resume at any location and check us out on Facebook.
So it felt like Eldon had fought back and took the momentum back. But Owensville with a quick answer on the kickoff return, 85 yards to the house, and they've established an 8-point lead. So Eldon, plenty of time, though, with their style play. 5:46 to go in this second quarter, brought to you by H&R Block. And, Jason, if you're Eldon, I don't think you got to change a thing on this drive.
No, you just got to keep playing.
On the kickoff, Mustangs set to return, starting on their own 5-yard line, up to the 10, 15, making the 20, the center of the field. Hold there, up to the 35, 40, coming back to the right side. He's got room to midfield, to the 40, to the 30. One man to beat, 20, finally drugged down at the 16-yard line. Devin Hardy turning on the Jets.
Yeah, we've got one shaping up here, without a doubt.
What did I tell you earlier? Devin Hardy might not be the biggest man on the field, but he will make a play.
Yeah, that was a nice job right there.
Are we watching one of those anything you can do, I can do better games?
It's like a heavyweight fight. Neither fighter, man, is backing down from the other. It's you punch me, I punch you.
Well, Eldon, they better have a haymaker ready because they're starting off in the Case IH Crown Power Red Zone. I said 5:30 be enough time. Well, if you're going to start every drive from your 17, then you got about 5 more drives in you at this pace. Hess out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his right, Beatland to his right. Hess is going to keep it, goes right up the middle, carrying a few Owensville Dutchmen with him, and he'll pick up a solid 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, a couple lead blockers and pounded out 4 right there.
Actually, that may be closer to a 5-yard gain. Hess does not care. He's as big as some of your offensive linemen.
He's not afraid to get in there, is he?
Oh, no. He will initiate that contact. So second, and we'll call it a long 5, short 6 here for Eldon. Beanland to Hess's left. Overloading a little bit to the right. Hess, keep it again, right up the middle. Carrying a few more Dutchmen all the way down to the 8-yard line. Make that another 4-yard gain for Hess. That'll bring...
That was a little closer now.
I really did, too. They're going to mark it on the 8-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd and about 3. If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, keep going.
If I'm Eldon, I'm saying, hey, we're picking up about 3-4 yards a carry. We need 3, and this is 4-down territory. Have the big boys up front move somebody. And there's definitely some size on the that Eldon O-line. Beanland to Hess's left. He takes snap. It is the handoff to Beanland. Looking for all. He finds one to the 5. Dives forward to the 4-yard line. Beanland having a game. I just realized that was Beanland on the return, not Hardy, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think that was.
I missed that too. I thought it was Hardy.
I just realized that. I think that was 5 on the return, actually. I think I gave that to Hardy. It may have been Hardy. I'll have to go back and look at the film. It was one of the 2. So 1st and goal. A Sir Ike Yamaha first down in the Crown Power Case IH red zone. Hess out of the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Looking for the end zone again. He finds it. Touchdown Mustangs. Hunter Hess for the 2nd time tonight with the house call.
That's the man who you want the ball in his hand in crucial moments like that.
So these two teams averaged 39 and 40 against each other, and before halftime, it's 19-21 with a chance to, we'll see if Eldon probably going to go for 2 here. They're looking to get their average again tonight.
I'll tell you what, I was excited about getting to do this game tonight just for this reason. You knew something crazy was going to happen.
And Eldon is going to go for 2. So we'll see. They haven't thrown the ball in a while. I don't know if they will this time. He's going to fake the handoff, rolls out to his left. Is he going to keep it? Flips it to the end zone and just too hot to handle. Good job by the corner to break it up. So the 2-point conversion, no good. I honestly thought Hess was going to keep it and just try to dive in.
I think he could have got to that corner if he did.
Well, Hess is taking enough.
I'm not going to question him.
Nah, he's taking enough licks on this drive. I don't blame him for wanting to give it up. But Eldon draws back within 2. 3:58 to go in this second quarter. We'll be back in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Thinking of buying or selling your property? Call the local experts from RE/MAX Lifestyles, selling everything from farm to lake. The Ron Ed Edgar team is the best at selling all the different styles of properties in our diverse communities. Ron Ed, Kelly, Kim, Christina, and Tessa make it easy, guiding their clients through the process from start to finish. Put the #1 real estate team to work for you today. Give them a call at the office at 573-569-4388 or cell phone at 573-378-9601. Sagalaris Ford in Versailles is proud of their growing customer base. When a customer and their family has bought 18 Fords from the Versailles location, you know the team is doing something right. The Versailles Ford Store Sales Department customer viewpoint is 100%. That means that every new vehicle sold, the customer is literally 100% satisfied. Sagalaris Ford in Versailles is big enough to serve you and small enough to care. For brand new Ford products, Ford certified pre-owned, service, tires, and Ford parts and award-winning customer satisfaction, it's Sagalaris Ford of Versailles.
As Eldon gets ready for the kickoff, I better get that legal ID. And you are listening to tonight's broadcast on KTKS for Sales, Eldon, Lake of the Ozarks, 95.1 FM and online at lakeradio.com. I'm Colton Taylor. Aiden to my left, Jason Vanson to my right, Mark Sidebottom back at the studio. We're available at lakeradio.com and online on mosportszone.com as well. On the kickoff starting from the 20 was Owensville and tried to dance up the sideline, but pushed out of bounds at the 26. So by all standards, pretty good coverage by the special teams of Eldon.
Yeah, that was a nice kick, man, to put it right down there, literally right on the sideline.
A little squib, and that's dangerous. That thing goes out of bounds. You're just spotting them
Yeah,
yardage.
you're just giving them a good position.
So I got to believe the coaching staff for the special teams said, hey, we're not giving up another return, boys, and Eldon obliged.
Well, you don't touch a hot stove twice, that's for sure.
And that is spot on. So Owensville will start this drive, make that from their own 25-yard line. 3:55 to go in the second quarter. Owensville leads 21-19. Wide receivers, trips left. Owensville out of the shotgun. His handoff. No, he fakes it. He's looking to go deep. He's got the man. Hits him in stride. 40, 30. Can the Mustangs catch him? They're not going to run him down. One play, 75 yards to the house, and it's that same man again for Owensville, Tanner Meyer. He had the kickoff return for the touchdown. He had a big catch over the shoulder, and now a 75-yard touchdown. Eldon, they're going to have nightmares about that boy.
Yeah, I mean, how many plays? We've got all this scoring on literally how many plays at this point?
Yeah, this is insane. It's like I said, we talked about the scoring this morning. How these two teams over the last 9 meetings have averaged 39 and 40 against each other, and they're well on pace to do that again.
We might get there at halftime.
Extra point attempt up and good. 28-19. Owensville now leads the Mustangs. 3:45 to go in this second quarter. Yeah, we're just going to keep it here because if we keep taking a break every time, we're going to be out of commercials by halftime. Why is my camera doing that? Well, that's a new one. Boy, technology's fun. Interesting.
That's one word for it.
Yeah, it's... Huh. Well, for those of you watching on mosportszone.com, I'd like to tell you I know what's going on, but
I know this in the 80s. I know you don't know this, Colton, but that's where you had to get behind your big tube TV and adjust the vertical hold.
Oh, perfect. All right, so if you're watching at home, please just shake the rabbit ears a little bit.
Yeah, there you go.
Or send your kid to the window to rotate the antenna, whichever.
Hey, so you did catch some of that then, didn't you?
I grew up in a farmhouse with an antenna on the side. Trust me, the most exciting time of my life was when we actually got rabbit ears for my TV, and I could watch Frasier before I went to bed. Me and Kelsey Grammer were buddies, let me tell you. Oh, Jason, you know what's a fun thing to say out loud? We're less than a week away from Chiefs football.
Oh, man, I'm ready.
I'll be more ready when Chris Jones signs a contract.
What's going on? The latest there? I haven't heard.
I've heard the sides are close. And Travis Kelce made a pitch on his podcast today. He was basically like, Chris, I don't know what's going on, buddy, but we miss you, and we need you back to get the Super Bowl, so if you could just come on out. I've heard both sides are relatively close. And Chris has been posting a lot of cryptic things on social media.
Well, if you're close, what other team would you want to go to right now if you want to win another ring?
I know it. But Owensville on the kickoff. They're going to put a line drive right down the middle. It bounces off the Eldon return man into the end zone. I'm very confused. Shouldn't that have been a live ball?
I thought that should have been a live ball.
But I guess they're going to deem that a touchback. Maybe it didn't touch the return man. I thought it bounced off of his chest.
Well, yeah.
So either
way, I don't know.
That's fine. I mean, Eldon not going to argue. That's a nice break for the Mustangs.
Bailout right there.
Yeah, I would say at least that was going to put him in a precarious position. But nonetheless, Eldon will start this drive. What is the signal? Oh, or is this the mandatory water break?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, it gets more and more confusing. But back to what we were talking about. With Chris Jones, he sent a lot of cryptic stuff, but I keep hearing the same thing that this last contract that was signed by, I think it was the Eagles D-tackle, may have hurt things because he's getting about $24 million a year. I think Chris wanted closer to 30. Aaron Donald gets somewhere in the realm of 33. And I'd heard, well, maybe the Chiefs lowballed him at like 24. And the issue is if you're Chris Jones, all right, how much is enough? Where do you draw the line? But in the same breath, if you're the Chiefs, Mahomes is the 9th highest paid quarterback. Kelsey's the 6th highest paid tight end. They're taking deals for a reason. You got to give somebody money.
Yeah, it just irritates me. You know, I know you got to get that money while you're healthy, while your career, because they're short. But what can't you buy with $25 million that you need $30 million for?
Yeah.
I mean, What point is it just about, let's win some rings, let's have some fun,
and that's
let's go down in history.
I see both sides of it, and I do think they will come to terms with things. I would be surprised if he's not signed by Monday.
Yeah.
Eldon on first down. They're going to go back to that reverse. There's room in the middle, breaking a tackle and driving all the way down to the 31-yard line. Sir Dyke Yamaha first down on the carry. Was that Rugen with the carry again?
I think so. You knew that was coming at some point. The Eldon's had a little success with that play tonight.
So a nice 11-yard gash on first down for the Mustangs. 3:35 to go in this H&R block of Versailles second quarter. Mustangs trying to put a drive together as they trail by 9.
And you probably want to use as much of this 3.5 minutes as you can if you're Eldon.
Yeah, I don't think they have much choice in the way they play.
Don't want Owensville getting the ball back.
2 wide receivers out left, but a heavy package. Hess, he's going to roll out to left. Sets his feet, looking to fire downfield, floats it up, and the pass a little too hot to handle. The receiver stopped on his route. I think Hess thought he was just going to run a go route, but instead he ran about 15 yards to try to come back to it.
Yeah, he just got to keep running, and let him find him.
Yeah, that was Jalen Beckman he was looking for. Those two just not on the same page. I will say, though, Owensville secondary was looking for it. They definitely respect Hess's passing ability still.
Well, if you're Owensville, you just got to keep everything in front of you and make Eldon drive it and hope the clock runs out in time.
So 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Once again, they stay heavy on that line. Send the receiver in motion. Snap. Oh, snap. Hess just going to dive on it. It was a long snap behind him, a heads-up play to just cover it up. And this drive going the wrong direction now for the Mustangs.
Yeah, Eldon, you need to get down this field and score because Owensville's scoring pretty easy right now. You don't want to let this one get away on you quick.
I mean, Owensville hasn't had a drive.
No, they've had a couple plays and
that's a big return and a 75-yard touchdown pass. That's so if you're Eldon now, third and 20 basically. I would almost consider trying to set up a screen or something that has big play potential because it is going to be man coverage on the outside, but they are floating that safety high, and flags coming out before the snap. That is not what Eldon wants to see.
3rd and 27 is going to be awful hard.
Yeah, this is not where Coach wants to go to the playbook. So Coach Holt going to just have to calm his squad down a little bit. At the very least, you have to, even if you can't get the first down, you have to give Hess room to punt this ball, too, so that you can try to play the field position game. With 20 seconds on the play clock and 2:20 on the game clock, I personally would probably run this thing all the way down before I snapped it.
Yeah.
Hess out of the shotgun. Wide receiver trips high. He's going to draw back. They're going to throw here, and it is a screen, and the screen is dropped.
Better get on it.
And that's a double whammy because not only do you not pick up any yardage, but that also stops the play clock.
Yeah.
So 2:07 to go in this second quarter, and Eldon's going to have to give Owensville back the ball, leading 28-19.
With 2 minutes, that's a lifetime.
I mean, the way Owensville's played this quarter, that's a lot of points.
You got to run your lanes, and you got to make the tackle on this.
The nice thing is knowing that Hess has a big leg and can put this thing deep. The return man for Owensville just past midfield, well, right at midfield. Hess standing on his own goal line. Got to have a good snap here as well. It is a clean snap to Hess. He boots this one. A nice punt. Fair catch called and will be fielded, knocking the return man down at about the 45-yard line. That's a
nice punt, man.
That's a 55-yard punt.
55-yard punt in the air.
Wow. All right, Hunter Hess.
Nice job.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
So a good job to flip or switch fields here. Give the Mustang defense a little chance, a little room to work with because Owensville's kicked extra points, but I don't believe they're going to be trying a 45-yard field goal or anything here to end the half.
Who knows, man? This game's already crazy.
Unless you've got the kid from Sedalia that's now a New Orleans Saint.
That's a good deal for that kid, isn't it? Man,
absolutely.
Represent mid-mo.
Trips left for Owensville, and the halfback going to take it, and he's going nowhere. Mustangs met him at the line of scrimmage, and they're going to hit him for a 2-yard loss.
Yeah, that was big Eric Krantz, man. He wouldn't have no part of it.
That was one of those, he just got him with the right arm and kind of put him flat on his back.
A little frustration in that tackle, it looked like there.
I believe so. Owensville in no hurry here.
And why would you be?
You got a 9-point lead, and you get the ball back.
Yeah.
Start the second half.
Just don't do anything crazy. Don't turn it over.
So 1:30 to go in this second quarter. 9-point lead for Owensville with the ball on their own 4-yard line. Out of the shotgun, rolling right, looking to go downfield. Pressure there for the Mustangs, passes away and caught at about the 46-yard line, and a good open field tackle by Eldon.
I'm a little surprised Owensville threw that. A little surprised by that.
I'm surprised they went conservative on first down, lost yardage, and then tried to throw on second down. Kind of seems backwards. But nonetheless, 3rd and 8 from their own 46. That clock down to 1 minute of gameplay now. If you're Eldon, you are just fine with that. Get to the half, figure out adjustments you need to make, and you can implement them in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, Owensville, they've had some big plays, but, man, there's a little bit of luck on a couple of them there, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you're Eldon, just keep in it, keep pounding.
I mean, a kick return and a huge over-the-shoulder catch. As then a false start, the timeout get called first? Or delay a game or something? It looks like a timeout going to be charged to Owensville, excuse me. A Lloyd Belt Automotive timeout called in this one. We will hold it here with halftime approaching. And Versailles and Warsaw were in a fight. The last update, the Tigers were trailing Warsaw.
We are at halftime, Warsaw 27, Versailles 20. We missed the extra point with 5 seconds left in the half. So we're hanging in there.
That is a battle.
And I'll tell you, they were down by 2 touchdowns, and they battled back. This is a Versailles team that's learning how to win again.
Yeah.
You know, they were down 2 touchdowns last week in a horrible week. Didn't have good practice. Cramping every play. They fought back. You know, it was really just last man standing last week against Knob Nostrum. But, you know, I'm proud of them. We'll see what we can do the second half, but we're in it.
It's weird not having Versailles and Eldon play this season, but I do believe that game will be back in the future.
Yeah, I think there's plans it's coming back.
That game, to call it a rivalry, might be a bit of an understatement, but it was weird, the basketball schedule. They posted a lot of it already online, and I went and looked, and that Eldon-Versailles game has always been the end of the season, and they are going to play each other, but it's not the last game of the season.
Oh, it's in the before Christmas this time, isn't it?
Well, no. I mean, they may play each other early, but I know they play each other. It was the second to last game on Versailles' schedule. They go and play Knob after that. But, yeah, it'll be – I'm glad that's staying alive. I saw Versailles actually going to play the majority of the Tri-County teams in basketball, except, I think, Blair Oaks and Southern Boone.
I think a lot of it was with ADs trying to get the scheduling down.
For sure.
Trying to get some new and –
3rd and 9 for Owensville, rolling to the left, trying to throw downfield. He's got a man open at the 50 and breaks a tackle, cuts back, and is hit pretty hard at the 45. That's going to be enough for a first down as he dives forward to the 43. Clock winding down to 30 seconds.
I think that one's coming back. I think we got a hold.
Boy, you are way better at spotting these flags, but I see it down there now.
I've been trained to watch linemen.
That's why we call you the Wall, man. You're on top of it. No one knows a holding call quite like Jason Vance, so maybe that's why no one got past
you. I got enough of them back in the day. I know how they look.
We're gonna have to get Timo on the broadcast sometime just to hear some of these war stories.
Lordy. That'd be fun. That'd be fun.
It would be interesting to say the least. So Owensville thought they had the big first down, but it's going to come back now. 30 seconds to go, and they're going to be facing 3rd and it's going to be 14. No, it's going to be 3rd and 19.
I just feel like we're setting up the crazy play with all this.
Yeah, you know something's coming. I mean,
Crazy about to happen.
We've seen some. I mean, we saw a touchdown that bounced around like a ping pong ball, a kick return already, an over-the-shoulder catch, handoff. No, it's going to be a quarterback keeper for Owensville. The problem is there's some Eldon beef waiting for him at the 36-yard line. And did Eldon call the timeout? They did.
They did.
Mustangs want to look at this as they get the stop and force basically 4th and 20. So Owensville's going to have to punt. Eldon will get the ball back. With about 20 seconds left. That's where coach is like, all right, you know that quadruple lateral we were working on the other day in practice, boys?
It's lateral reverse, double whammy.
Oh yeah, we're pulling it out, guys. We're gonna do the old fumble rooski actually on first down and see if it still goes. I think my favorite I saw was, I can't remember if it was Ben Roethlisberger or one of them, or no, it was Dan Marino, fake kneeled. Spiked it.
Yes, that was awesome. Man, that was awesome. I remember that.
I don't think the defense thought it was awesome.
No, they were mad. They thought somebody did something illegal.
It's clever. You almost got to warn the refs in advance of what you're going to do.
Dan Marino was smart, man. He was a good quarterback.
Oh, he was extremely talented. Yeah, it's sad that he never won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, when I see Joe Montana the other day, paid a little tribute to him and said that he thought he was the greatest quarterback that he ever saw. That's a pretty big compliment that Big Joe gives you.
I was going to say, Joe Montana in a lot of people's minds
he's not too bad.
He was solid, especially when he put that red and gold on. The only quarterback that I'll forever say is a little overrated, I feel like, is John Elway. The guy was good, but I think he had all the weapons around him.
He got real good when he got a running back, didn't he?
It's amazing. Same with Troy Aikman.
Yeah.
So Owensville to punt. That's a high snap, able to bring it in. A lot of pressure from the Mustangs. Let's see if they can do anything with the return. They're not even going to get a look at this, as this one's going to be whistled dead at about the 31-yard line. And, well, ref, you want to blow the whistle on that clock's running down.
There, man.
Yeah, Coach Holt probably think, man, you let about 4 seconds run off.
Yeah, they did.
So 11.8, we'll see. I mean, Eldon, was there a reason they took that time out to get a look? Do you have something drawn up you want to try here from your own 31-yard line?
Well, if you're Owensville, you better get in cover 4 or some kind of nickel package and keep it all in front of you. Just get out of the half.
That's where, if I'm Eldon, set up a little screen. Try to get some blockers out front.
Well, you don't think you get that timeout so you can run dive?
I would think not, but this is Eldon. I mean, anything's possible here. 2 wide receivers high. Hess, he's going to step back. They're going to let him throw. He lets the rushers come through. It is a screen pass, middle of the field, shaking a tackle. Little room to work. Gets to the 50, to the 30, 45, 40. Truck down. Can he get the timeout? Eldon gets the timeout and all the way up to the 38-yard line.
Got another flag on the play here.
Every time there's a big play that seems to happen. It was a nice screen right across the middle, but the chain gang already coming back. I like that play design by Coach Holt.
That was good. That was a good job.
And Hess did a great job to sell it. I think one of the big boys didn't let the pressure through, maybe caught a jersey on the way. That's tough.
That's frustrating.
Because, that would have set up, if you were on the 38, I don't know if it's what you want, but I think Hess could have thrown that thing to the end zone from there.
At least gives you a shot. I mean, you get at least a shot going into the half.
Well, Mustangs enough time for one more play, so I don't know. You can go to another screen. You can really do whatever you want here. Owensville, I always say this is one of the toughest places to be in as a defense, because you're essentially having to cover 70 yards of field.
Yeah.
Everything is within play here. So Eldon taking their time in the huddle, drawing something up special. Andy Reid said the other day that he's gotten plays from the janitor before. Said when he was in, I thought he said when he was in Green Bay, the janitor kept telling him every time that, hey, man, I got this play you need to try. And finally he broke it out in a preseason game, and it scored a touchdown. So the janitor and his wife were in the front row, and he's tapping his wife on the shoulder. That's my play. And he's going, yeah, sure it is.
And that's why Andy Reid's one of the coolest dudes ever, man.
Oh, man. Travis Kelce said that's where the stash came from, was just for Coach Reid.
Sure.
He said if he put a Hawaiian shirt on, they'd be twins.
You get the feeling Kelsey's a little nuts.
I don't think there's a little involved there.
That dude ought to be mayor of Kansas City when he's done playing football.
I think he can do whatever he wants in that town. I hope he's a commentator or something.
Well, him and Mahomes could be like Laurel and Hardy, like a comedy team, because they're funny together. I mean, they literally could be.
I would watch that broadcast.
Yeah.
If you told me it's either that or Aikman and Buck, I'm going to watch Mahomes and Kelsey every day.
I'll just take a nap.
I tell you who I really like. Have you ever watched Pat McAfee?
Oh, yeah.
That dude is hilarious.
I like Pat McAfee.
All right, Eldon here, 1.8 seconds to go with the ball. They are on their own 30-yard line and trailing by 9. What are they going to do before the half? They got 2 wide receivers wide to the left. They flip it out to Beanland, just a simple toss. He's got a little room to work, though. Bounces to the outside, gets all the way up to midfield. Cuts it back at the 50. Stiff arms a man, dives forward to the 38. That's how the half wins. Strong run by Beanland. Is that another flag out?
Oh, my Lord, it is.
Goodness gracious. Another holding going to be called on the Mustangs, but that's just how this quarter's going to end. Yeah, Owensville going to wave off the flag and decline it. We'll go to the half. Owensville leads Eldon 28-19. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Since 1944, Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company, Morgan County's only locally owned lumber yard, has been providing the area with quality building materials needed for its building, remodeling, and repair projects. Because customer care is Carpenter Gunther's #1 goal, your project is always their priority. They take as much pride in your project as you do. Reach them at 378-4433 Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 4:30, and 8 to noon on Saturday. Carpenter Gunther, where they put the home in hometown business.
Deposit checks anytime, anywhere. Hi, this is Ryan Pryor from Citizens Bank of Eldon and Versailles.
With mobile deposit, you can enjoy the convenience and ease of depositing your check simply by taking a picture of the check while using your mobile phone or tablet. It's fast and secure, and it saves you a trip to the bank. Sign up today and see how we can make your life easier. Member FDIC.
A hometown bank, a hometown friend.
Veracruz Mexican Restaurant wants to invite you to join them for a casual lunch or family dinner out for authentic Mexican cuisine. Veracruz has a great selection of burritos, tacos, seafood, enchiladas, salads, and more, all prepared with the finest and freshest ingredients. Veracruz on South Highway 5 in Versailles and Veracruz Jr. on Highway 52 in Stover. Or you can check out their new location on Highway 65 in Lincoln. Veracruz Mexican Restaurant, a proud sponsor of local athletics.
Take your softball and baseball skills to the next level. The Shed is Eldon's own indoor hitting facility that features 2 full cages with screens, tees, and pitching lanes. You'll love their top-of-the-line pitching machine that throws a variety of speeds with precise locations to perfect your swing. The Shed also has a workout facility. You can add it to your cage rental or just purchase as a regular membership. Open Monday through Friday, 3:30 to 8, and Saturday and Sunday from noon to 8. Look for the big white building across from Gerb's in Eldon. Book times now on Facebook at The Shed LLC. See you at The Shed.
Back at halftime, where Owensville holds the 28-19 edge over the Eldon Mustangs. And if you're watching right now on Mo Sports Zone, I apologize. I once again am going to likely break something for a second on the screen. I don't understand technology. I just pretend to, but I figure out just enough to make myself dangerous. And let's see if I've done that again here. Which, if you didn't catch on by what I was just saying, you can watch this game live on mosportszone.com as the Eldon Marching Mustangs taking the field now. And you know, that almost looks like what I was trying to do. See, Jason, I do know what I'm doing once in a blue moon.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. 'Cause that stuff always looks confusing to me.
Notice I said once in a blue moon. That's about as often it's going to get. Okay. And with that said, we should be good to go now. So, as I said, I'm Colton Taylor. Jason Vance with me. Mark Sidebottom back at the studio. I got Aiden on the camera right beside me. Is that a Twix you're working on? Was that a Twix you're working on? Okay, what was that?
Yeah, and how come you didn't get us one?
Yeah, now I'm a little heartbroken. Now I'm just sitting up here. I'm going to be thinking about chocolate for the rest of the game.
Kid.
It's been a back and forth first half, but it seems like Owensville, you don't want to attribute a lead to lucky bounces. It's not like that, but they definitely weren't, on the short end of the stick when it comes to luck either.
No, they had a little lucky break. And, good teams, you got to have a little luck. Every good team has a little bit of luck. So, but I can't imagine you're going to have it every time like that, even though it seemed like it for a while there. So,
no, if you
doesn't need to panic. Just stay the course.
If you're Coach Holt, you're back in the locker room right now telling your boys, listen, we're down by 9. We ran the ball very well. It's just we gave up a kick return for a touchdown. We gave up a one-play 75-yard over-the-shoulder touchdown, and then a huge over-the-shoulder pass to move the chains, and then a touchdown that bounced around like a ping-pong ball. This could very easily be flipped.
Yes. Now, if you're Eldon, coming out, though, Owensville gets the ball, so you do need to get them off the field. You 3 and out would be awesome if you're Eldon. You probably don't want to let them score 35-19 in a game like this.
I couldn't agree more, especially with the Mustang style of play. We are at the Hy-Vee halftime show at Eldon, and it's a beautiful evening now. I think JT's prediction was about 70 degrees or so by halftime. I'd say he's pretty close. It almost feels like football season.
It feels better than last week. That's all I know.
And going on elsewhere right now, just, in case you're curious, is Versailles and Warsaw battling down in Warsaw. And at the half, that was just a 7-point game between the two teams. Also, Moberly at Osage, that game taking place on our sister station, Cool 102.7. Kickapoo at Camdenton, that is on Mix 92.7. Both those games also can be viewed on mosportszone.com. And I know from those games, Camdenton trailing Kickapoo 28-14 at the half. Yeah, Camdenton doesn't trail anybody very often, so a little surprised to see that. And the last update I had, Osage led Moberly 14-13, so that one a battle as well. And like I said, you can see both those games at mosportszone.com. Lincoln and Tipton, the first update I had out of Tipton was 20-0. Tipton was leading already. Windsor at Cole Camp. Cole Camp, I think, maybe a little down this year. Windsor, wasn't that long ago, won a state title in Class 1 football. And then Fulton at California. That'll be an interesting one for me to see because I want to see how California fares against Fulton after, Eldon really kind of had their way with the Hornets last week.
Yeah. California is one of those teams that could be down and then right back to 10-0 regular season, just like that.
That is a football school, to say the least, and that's usually a very physical group of kids up there in California. But it goes back to what we were talking about earlier. If you're going to play in this Tri-County Conference, you either have to have freak athletes or you better be physical and hard-nosed, or sometimes you just have to be both.
Yeah, a lot of times it's both because you get all styles in this conference, in the Tri-County. That's one of the greatest conferences there ever was. I mean, in football, in my opinion. I'm interested in seeing where the Tri-County goes now that Versailles is gone, who they're going to pick up. Yeah, I've heard different rumors on how it could change. It could be a north-south deal. But the Tri-County has been here for a long time. It's a great conference, and it's going to be here for a long time no matter what.
And Versailles embarking on a new journey this year as they have left the Tri-County and joined the Ozark Highlands Conference. And, I know it got a lot of mixed reviews, but I think it's what was best for everyone in that situation.
There is more excitement in our school district right now than there has been in years. Yeah. And it's not just a conference thing, but it is one of the things. Number of participation in sports is up for us quite a bit, almost in every sport, not just football. Everybody always wants to make it a football-only deal. But it's up in every sport all the way through. There's just a little bit more of excitement. So,
And like we mentioned earlier, I think this Eldon-Versailles rivalry, it's not going to phase it. I think going forward in years, I don't necessarily think it was about two teams that were always fighting for the conference because, frankly, not to sound rude, they haven't been battling for the conference title in quite a while now. Yeah. But instead, it was, hey, you're 15 minutes away from each other max. You know each other. You've grown up with each other. That's going to stay how it was. And some of these matchups, I still love watching. When you see your matchups, your Hunter Hess versus Reese Murdoch on the basketball court, when you see the crowds absolutely get into it. And it's not just Eldon and Versailles. Eldon and Osage, Versailles and Osage. Both those schools with California. It's awesome to watch, and I'm glad that is staying alive, and we'll see a lot of that later on in the season. I'll also be interested to see, did you tell me it was Blair Oaks that had a huge matchup going on tonight as well?
Blair Oaks, the number 1 team in Class 3, is taking on Luther North, number 2 in Class 4. And I think Chris Marshall, the principal of Blair Oaks, told me it was 22-14 Lutheran North at halftime. So Blair Oaks isn't used to coming from behind very often.
That's
at home.
That's going to be interesting. I don't know what Coach says. He's really never had to give a halftime speech about making a comeback in the second half.
And that team, Blair Oaks, I think they have 8 kids returning on defense, and they were all on there as sophomores. So this is 3 years. You pretty much have the same defense out on that field.
That is quite a program up at Blair Oaks High School. And we'll see them later on this year. Eldon, I believe, goes to Blair Oaks this year. We'll have coverage of that game. I do love the facility. They have a very nice facility at Blair Oaks.
Yes.
But we'll have a lot of fun with that one. And we mentioned earlier, so Mizzou got back into action yesterday. I did watch some of that game. It was a little weird because Coach Drink still doesn't know who his starting quarterback is. So he gave the first half reps to Brady Cook and the second half reps to Sam, whose last name I forget. Sam Horn, thank you. My only beef is Sam Horn threw 5 passes. How are you going to judge a quarterback based off of 5 passes?
Unless you've already judged that you don't want him to be the starter.
And that very well could be. Brady Cook looked pretty sharp, I felt, in the first half. The only thing that scared me was South Dakota still was able to move the ball pretty well in the second half.
I know people. I talk to people at work. I was telling them that Mo Valley Conference, because I'm a Missouri State guy. That's where I went. I know they're not always good at football, but I like going. You look at that conference. Was it South Dakota State just won one a couple of years ago? South Dakota has been up there a few times. North Dakota State. North Dakota State, of course, is legendary. That's a tough conference.
Yeah.
So, whenever people talk about South Dakota, Mizzou didn't, hey, man, that conference, they can jump up and bite you pretty quick.
Yeah.
If you remember, even like Missouri State last year was up 2 touchdowns against Arkansas in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So, I know it seems like Mizzou should just blow them out. But they're still a D1 team, and they get coached too, and they get paid to coach, and their kids,
I completely agree with that.
There's more parity, I think, even on that now than ever before.
No, I completely agree. The one thing that I really loved, though, was late in the game, they threw a pass on 3rd and goal. It was 2 straight runs, and the O-line allowed the defense to get through and stop the back short. So they decided on 3rd and 12, we're going to throw a little screen pass to Luther Burden and see what he can do with it. And I watched him drag 4 South Dakota defenders into the end zone. I don't care if it's South Dakota or if it's Alabama.
That's a man.
And I'm really hoping that Coach Drink saw that and said, maybe there's a reason he was the number 1 ranked player in his class. Maybe we ought to throw him the football more, because you're going to be watching him on Sundays someday. I'm about certain of that.
Yeah, without a doubt.
But it is halftime at Eldon. Mustangs find themselves trailing Owensville 28-19. We got a little over 10 minutes to go, so we'll take a quick break. Be back with more of your Hy-Vee halftime show. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
H&R Block of Versailles is a family-owned and operated block advisor's office celebrating 10 years of business serving Versailles and the surrounding areas. Pamela Johnson, an enrolled agent, and her certified team are here to prepare your taxes, handle your bookkeeping and payroll, plus audits, tax notices with the IRS and the state, and problem solving and issue resolution. For more information, call the H&R Block office on Monroe Street in Versailles at 573-378-5843. 573-378-5843.
Her racing legend and spokesperson for Como Connect, Chip Thunder here. I tried to use artificial intelligence to write an advertisement for me, and well, yeah, I done fell in love with me.
I love you, Chip Thunder.
See what I mean? I just wanted to write an ad telling people to go to ComoConnect.com and sign up and get award-winning ultra-fast internet, and this done happened.
You're doing great, Chip Thunder.
Well, that's just creepy. If you want internet that you'll love, but not in a weird way, go to ComoConnect.com.
Whoa, Chip Thunder.
Hi, I'm Colton Taylor, and I use Versailles Total Fitness. Their 24-hour access makes it easy for me to fit gym time into my busy schedule. I love how spacious and versatile their gym is. With a wide selection of free weights, cable machines, and all the cardio equipment you could need, I have plenty of options to help me stay in shape to cover our local sports teams. They work hard to provide a clean, safe, and comfortable environment. Join me and everyone else at Versailles Total Fitness in becoming a healthier you. Versailles Total Fitness at 31 North Monroe, or give them a call at 573-789-6800.
PenMax Staffing has immediate job openings with long-term potential. They have excellent opportunities in Versailles, Eldon, California, and the entire Lake area. Apply online at penmac.com or call 573-392-8383 to set up an appointment for an interview. That's PENMAC.com or 573-392-8383 to apply. PenMac provides free help finding a job. Apply today and go to work right away. Your one application will find you multiple possibilities.
We're back at the Hy-Vee halftime show, brought to you by Hy-Vee and Timo. Who doesn't love Timo? He's always there for a hug if you need it.
Timo was a hugger.
Or if you don't need it. No, I got to give that guy love. I saw him at the gym the other day. You will never find him without a smile on his face.
No, that's the thing that makes Travis more special, man. If you're having a bad day, all you got to do is run into him, and you can't help but to laugh or smile. He's always got a joke. I get some really funny texts from him that I'll just leave there. He'll bring a smile to your face.
Oh, it's been a fun first half. These two teams, we talked before the game about their scoring. They averaged 39 and 40 respectively against each other, and we're right on pace to see that again. 28 to 19, I should say. Owensville up by 9, and Eldon, they established the run early, but they had a couple drives that a screen pass would get cut short, or the penalties were really a problem in the second quarter. Jason, going into the second half, if you're Coach Holt, what are you telling your squad, and what do the Mustangs have to do to get right back into this game?
First thing, you got to get 3 and out. This second half, to start this half, you need to go 3 and out and get that momentum. This has been a game of momentum. It's back and forth, but you've got to put it in Owensville's head. You're not going to score that easy anymore. And then you got to get a good drive, and you got to punch it in.
I completely agree. I think if you're going to send pressure at Owensville, you have to have at least one safety high, because they've been getting in a lot of man situations, taking one-on-ones. And I can tell you in that first half, nobody has been happier to see man defense than Tanner Meyer, the senior wide receiver that wears 24.
Yeah.
He has been a problem deep. He is, I don't want to say deceptively fast, because you look at him, and in pads, he doesn't necessarily look like a speed demon. Then he takes off running, and you go, oh, he's pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's impressive to see. So the Mustangs got to keep him in front of them, and I still say go right back to the ground and pound.
Yeah, just go back to it. I mean, you're not going to fool anybody and be something you're not. So just go to it. You got to make a few more plays on defense, get Owensville off the field, but then pound them. And by this fourth quarter, see if it's like body blows in boxing.
Yeah,
they wear you down. And that's what Eldon's line is. I mean, they are literally like body blows constantly coming at you.
Yeah, I mean, Eldon has size, and more size on that O-line. Now, mind you, it is a major blow to not have one of their senior leaders, Jace Robertson, out there this season. Jace, he was injured right before season starts at 6'2" and 283. He's their best offensive and defensive lineman, but still anchoring this O-line. You look at a guy like Judd Salmons, 6'4". 285.
He looks like a college football player in pads.
He honestly, that is the size of a college football player out there right now.
Boy, man.
And then you want to go even bigger than that. How about this? Go move Darren Crabtree, the junior, 5'9" and 345.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I dare you. Like, that is a lot of size out there. Owen Martin is only 220 at 5'7", but he's a strong 220.
And not only that, these Eldon boys are big, but that doesn't mean slow. They've got some great footwork. They're guards. Eldon's guards. Once again, Coach Kelling, good job. But they move well. They pull. They're up the hole. There was multiple runs where Hess may have had the ball, but he had a guard 10, 12, 15 yards upfield just plowing away. And it's hard to get linemen to get upfield to that next level like that, much less the third level.
It's amazing the impact it has. I'm having flashbacks now when you talk about guards that can pull and do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I still think, in my personal opinion, the greatest guard that I've ever witnessed play football was a man by the name of Will Shields.
Yeah, he'd be one of the best there ever was.
I'll never forget watching Will Shields, and I was young, play against the Raiders, and they pulled him on a pitch to Priest Holmes. And I just remember it's Priest on the sideline. Will Shields is running stride for stride with Priest Holmes, and on the other side was Charles Woodson, who you could see the clock in his head going, I'd like to play a few more years. I think I'm just going to let you have this touchdown.
Just let that one go.
And Will Shields said, that's probably a good idea.
Might mess up my face for my broadcasting career.
Will Shields was that O-line, though. My goodness, I think I could have got positive yardage behind that O-line.
Yeah, they were good.
Will Shields, Willie Rofe, Brian Waters, Casey Wigman. Like, goodness gracious. You had a couple D8 bulldozers out there. I just don't know how you fed them all.
Okay.
Willie Rofe could close a Denny's by himself. That was
you just let them have it all, and you get what's left.
Then you throw in a couple tight ends that could block as well. I mean, Tony Gonzalez, he
wasn't bad.
Hey, he was decent. He's a pretty good broadcaster too, though. Owensville back out on the field. Eldon have been in the locker room for quite a while. I wonder what all Coach Holt's telling them. Like I said, we saw a lot of mistakes late in the game. By mistakes, I mean your penalties, your holding flags. Yeah. And I got to believe that is something Coach Holt did not like to see. And he's saying, hey, if we're going to play Eldon football, we cannot have those careless mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that Eldon's played bad by any stretch of the means, but they're still not firing on all cylinders there for Eldon.
Which, to a degree, has to make you feel pretty good. You put up 19 points in that first half, and you know that you could have been better.
Yeah.
But also the defense, that's big. If you're going to get chunk plays against you, they need to be in front of you. If somebody breaks a tackle, if somebody just makes a great play, you can live with that. But getting burnt over the top multiple times, that's the thing you lose sleep over.
Yeah, you got to clean some of that up. And, some of it, they were in good position.
Yeah.
Owensville just made a great play.
The one over-the-shoulder catch, there is nothing more that corner could have done. He had his hand in the chest of the receiver.
And most people can't make that catch if they were wide open.
Of course. And like I said, sometimes you just tip your hat to the offensive player. I mean, not to keep referencing the NFL, but how many times did corners have perfect position and Randy Moss still said, I'll take that?
I've always said it's the dumbest thing ever to say, but like I always say, players make plays. I mean, it's almost stupid simple.
But it's spot on. I mean, I hate to be that guy. I don't mean to reference back to Versailles again, but you look at last week when it was 4th and 11 to start the fourth quarter, you haven't really gone to him all game long. Who do you turn to? You turn to Reese Murdoch.
Yes.
And when the game was on the line, for whatever reason, Knob Noster said we should try to pick on Reese Murdoch. I wouldn't advise it, but
what I understand, he's responsible for a lot of the touchdowns that we've got tonight, which, by the way, I got an update for you. It's not good. 42-20, 6:17 left, I believe, in the third.
So Warsaw starting to put a little space between them and Versailles, and that's a matchup that you never know how things will fall out through the year, but those very well could be two teams that see each other again in districts.
That Warsaw team, I know that maybe a smaller conference. That Warsaw team's good. They're big. They're strong. Warsaw's always historically had big, strong kids, great athletes, and they returned a lot of kids from last year's team. So we knew this would be a tough one. And really, in Versailles' mind, the first 3 games are your toughest on the schedule, it looks like. We got one against Knob. If we can, the worst fear was don't go 0-3. If we go 2-3 would be awesome. So but Warsaw's tough, man. I got to give them a lot of credit. Got a lot of history there.
And that's a Warsaw team that, once again, was a member of the Tri-County Conference for a long time. It's amazing. I didn't know some of the history of the Tri-County Conference. I didn't realize that Tipton was Tipton a Tri-County Conference team at one time?
Tipton was in their original member. Us, Osage, Eldon, and California, Versailles, Eldon, California, Tipton are the original starters of this conference in 1932. And Tipton left in '99. Of course, it's always about football. They got a little smaller than the other teams, and just numbers. But you had Windsor in this conference play football for a while. We replaced them with Blair Oaks back in '76. You had Iberia famously in it for about 10 years, and they were when they had football, that was one of the worst programs in the country at that time. It was like a 10-year losing streak. Ouch, giving up 70, 80 points a week.
A little bit of a size difference.
There's
between
a
them and
lot
some
of
schools.
Stover was in the Tri-County for 20 years.
What?
Yeah, from the late 40s all the way up to like 66.
I never knew that. I went to Stover and didn't know that.
Some of those volleyball titles are Tri-County Conference titles that they always celebrate.
That's wild.
They left and went to the PBCC, which was the Pettis-Benton County Conference. And now you had a Morgan County team in it. Nobody wanted to say Morgan Pettis-Benton County Conference. So that's where Casinger was developed.
Amazing.
Look at all this worthless knowledge I'm
Have you ever
throwing
thought
out
about being a history teacher, Jason?
I know, man. I love this stuff. I'm a nut.
That is phenomenal. That's awesome to hear. I had no idea. Like I said, played in the Casinger for 4 years. And the Casinger Conference, a weird one as well. Tipton has always been a member of the Casinger Conference, announcing last week they will be leaving and moving to a new conference that is forming. And I've heard different comments, but a lot of what I've heard is it has to do somewhat with size. I mean, Tipton is basically right there is almost Class 3 school.
Sure.
A lot of the Casinger is Class 1. You've got your Otterville, your Windsor, Lamont, Green Ridge. And, I don't think there's any hard feelings. I'm sure they'll all keep playing each other. But Tipton now moving into a conference with Eugene, Russellville, they're Harrisburg. And I kind of got a kick. Harrisburg's only Class 1, and I was actually joking with Coach Culpepper up there, and I said something about who your girl's going to play. Any challenge in that conference? And he goes, you realize Harrisburg has 4 of the last 5 state titles, right? And I was like, oh, okay, good to know. You've got a little competition. I mean,
I guess so.
I'm still taking Tipton to win the conference, but
normally a conference change is usually fueled by football almost every single time, and this was one that was kind of like, this is a basketball thing, I think. But I mean, I don't know, but I mean,
I think it may just be an overall thing, but nonetheless, I think it works out well for everyone involved. We're getting ready, by the way, to start the third quarter here in about a minute and a half. This will be the American Sun Control third quarter. Special thanks to Hy-Vee, our halftime sponsor. Eldon, getting ready for the third quarter. They have a comeback in them as they trail 28-19. Still very much in this game.
Yeah, there's a lot of ball game left, and if history says anything, man, you better put on your seatbelt because it's probably going to get crazy.
Yeah, that's if we've learned anything. When Owensville and Eldon meet, whatever you think you know, you don't know. And whatever the score is, multiply it by 3, and it still might not be enough. That's first team to get to 60 wins, guys.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, I said that jokingly, but I mean, Owensville does have 28 points already. 60 is not out of the question.
The way they were going, who knows, man?
But Owensville will get the first look at this one. Eldon going to have to kick off to start the half. I do still think the Mustangs can go back to that run game. The offensive line was able to open up some holes. What I really like seeing was Hess on that keeper. I'm not saying you need to run Hess every day. You don't want to, run him into the ground in this game by any means. But I like utilizing it once in a while because he can also roll out and throw that way, and I think it keeps the linebackers guessing.
Yeah, I think Eldon showed they're pretty comfy when it's time to score, but keep the ball in his hands.
I like that on the kickoff, Eldon almost winds up in that old choir style huddle before they start, like old Lenny Dawson used to do.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. You don't see that a lot anymore.
Maybe this long halftime kind of cooled Owensville off a little bit, too. It seemed like it's a little extra long.
It does. I mean, that was a 20-minute halftime. I feel like that's longer than normal.
Yeah.
But to be fair, we've got the road crew out here, so you got to extend time a little bit. I saw they had the slow sign there, slow or stop on each side. So
that's what we see a lot of around this area anymore. So might as well dress up.
That's true. Maybe they were painting lines before they got here.
Maybe the MoDOT trailer got stole.
They're going to show up tomorrow morning. Wait, where'd this thing go? All right, Eldon about ready to kick this off. Start the second half. Zach Smithson, the kicker for the Mustangs. Do they have a 9-point comeback in them? Smith looks to his right, to his left. You boys ready? All right, let's send it. They slap the knees. Kick is away. Return's going to start at about the 19-yard line. Bouncing out to the left. Getting through the middle. What a special teams play. Lighting up the return man at the 24.
That's BJ. BJ Jones.
BJ Jones, nobody thought to touch him, and he said, that's fine. If you're not going to block me, I'm going to go bear hug the return man.
6'2", 207 offensive line or defensive lineman there. That ain't bad. That's pretty good.
He had
wheels right there.
He had a full head of steam.
Yeah, he did.
I guarantee the return man felt all 207 of him there. So maybe a little fire to start this defensive stand by the Mustangs. This drive will start at about the 22-yard line. It's a screen pass out to the left. Little room to work with. Gets to the outside of the 30, to the 40, turning upfield, trying to cut back, pushed out of bounds finally at midfield. A good screen to open things up, and it's going to pick up about 30 yards.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough formation Owensville's been running, because out of that, they've had the quarterback throw it out for a little screen. They've had him throw it deep one time down in the end zone in the first half. And then one time he tucked it. So you just don't know what you're going to get when they come out with those three receivers to the right like that.
No, Owensville has shown a lot of creativity on the offensive end. They're going to stay two receivers, or spread out, two receivers to each side out of the shotgun, halfback to the left. It's going to be a screen pass this side to the left. Eldon there, but overrunning the man, but a good tackle from behind made by the Mustangs, holding him to just a 3-yard gain. Blake Elliott, he does a good job at quarterback. You can tell the amount of seniors that Owensville has, because there's a lot of composure and discipline in this offense.
Yeah, just like that one high snap, and he bobbled it, and then shakes it off, throws it right down there by the end zone. I mean, he's cool under fire, man.
2nd and 7 for Owensville from the 44-yard line. Screen pass this time to the right. Eldon makes the tackle at about the 38-yard line. I still feel like Owensville was blocking a little early on that one, but the officials apparently disagreed.
Yeah, they like that. They like that formation because there's somebody on Eldon's defense they're trying to drag out of the box with that formation. They've seen something on film they think they can take advantage of here.
That was Zayden Gates, the reception on the side, the brother of the running back Isaiah Gates, who's had a big game. So 3rd and 2 for Owensville from the 37. It's going to be a handoff to Isaiah Gates, and he just drops his shoulder. He's going to dive for the first down. Looks like he's got it out to the 36-yard line of the Mustangs.
See where they spot this. I think they're going to be short.
Well,
is he?
Look at each other. Officials are contemplating
They have to measure this one out.
We're going to bring out the chains. The Owensville coaches saying, what's the holdup?
Yeah, if I'm Chad, I'm saying I want them measured.
No, refs are going to go ahead and give it to him. That'll move the chains. First down for the Dutchman.
Well, I wouldn't like that. That'd make me mad.
Coach Holt, very stoic in his approach.
He is.
Doesn't show a ton of emotion. So new set of downs for Owensville from the Mustang 36-yard line. 10 minutes to go here in the American Sun-controlled third quarter. Ooh, and a hard count there from the Dutchman quarterback.
Did they get him? Or
I think they got him.
Yeah,
I see the official pointing to the right side. The Owensville coaches were hot coming off the line on that one. They did not want the hard count. I've never seen a coach so mad to take a penalty on the defense, but Owensville coaching staff was not happy about that. So now 1st and 5 for Owensville from the 32-yard line. I don't know if maybe they saw a matchup they wanted and felt like they caught Eldon off guard. But
I don't know. It's kind of strange that they reacted that way, wasn't it?
Trips left again for Owensville. They've done a lot out of this. Out of the shotgun, it's a handoff, no dropping back to throw. Quarterback going to face some pressure, rolls out to his right. He throws off his back foot, flips it up. It's picked off! Picked off at the 10-yard line. You throw it off your back foot, you run that risk. That is intercepted. I believe that's Evan Beanland, the junior.
Yep.
What a play. That was a 50-50 ball. Beanland just wanted it more. So, Jason, we said the Mustangs needed a spark to start the second half.
Yeah.
There's your spark.
They had a big play to start it instead, but Eldon held strong.
That is the first mistake, really, that we have seen out of Owensville as Elliott was rolling out to his right, and he just got off that back foot. And you got to blame Patrick Mahomes for that. He's seen him do it so many times. He thought, man, I could do that too, but apparently not everybody's 1-5.
Now, if you're Eldon, you got to drive it. You got to drive this thing.
Two receivers to the right. Beanland to the right. Hess is going to hand it off. Beanland to the left. It's a reverse. Right up the middle is Rugen, dropping his shoulder, barrel rolling over a couple guys, and he's going to pick up 4, maybe 5 on the carry.
Just keep plowing.
It's a nice carry up to about the 16-yard line.
Yeah, if you're Eldon, don't panic. Just be methodical. Get it down the field, punch it in. And you're right back in this thing.
You just want to matriculate here. That's the 17-yard line, 2nd and 5 for the Mustangs. That's out of the shotgun, 2 wide receivers to his left, Beanland to his left. Handoff to Beanland, running to the right. Gets a good block, cuts it inside, bounces back out to the right side. He's getting tangled up, but not before he gets a Serdike Yamaha first down all the way up to the 25-yard line.
Boy, he doesn't go down easy, does he?
He's got a quick burst, too. If he turns the corner on you, you're just seeing the back of his jersey.
I got a feeling he's going to break one of those here to that right side.
You can see the tackles from Eldon starting to win the battle on the sides and open some things up here.
Yeah, this is when you impose your will if you're those tackles.
2 wide receivers high for Eldon. A tight package on the line. Beanland lines up to the right of Hess. Hess is going to keep this one. Runs to the right. Gets tangled up, but still dives forward. He's maybe going to pick up a yard on the carry. A good job just not to lose yardage.
Yeah, that was a good job on Owensville's D end right there. Kept it contained, kept it inside where you got help.
Boy, Camdenton trying to fight back against Kickapoo. They now trail 28-21 in the third quarter.
Ball game.
It's been a while since we've seen Camdenton lose a regular season game. It's quite a program they've got
who's
over
on
there.
the schedule next week for them if it's a big one. Maybe they were overlooking this one just a little bit.
Could be. 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs. 8 minutes to go here in the American Sun Control third quarter. Mustangs trail by 9, 28-19. Hess takes the snap, handoff to Beanland to the right side. Beanland cuts in the middle. He's got a hole. He's got a first down. One man to beat. Takes the contact, drives it all the way down to the 47-yard line. Big run from Beanland. That's a Serdike Yamaha first down.
Yeah, that's got to feel good if you're Eldon right there.
It's about a 28-yard carry. Beanland looked like he was shot out of a cannon.
Colton, I'm going to give you another score update.
Okay.
This is not Versailles, though, but Blair Oaks is down 30-14 right now.
Wow. Don't get to say that very often at all. Mustangs. Hess is going to roll out, throws it to his left. Oh, the pass is dropped. He hit Rugen, and I think Rugen was looking upfield ready to run before he had his hands on it. Plus a little early contact for that matter, too.
Yeah, that was a little...
I saw Beckman trying to make the case of, is that pass interference? He was there pretty quick, but I still like the play, though. I like Eldon mixing it up, showing, hey, we will throw this ball, too. Now, with that said, I think I'd go right back to Beanland. I guess he probably does need a breather once in a while. 2 wide receivers to the left for Hess. Tight formation to the right. Beanland to his left. It is the handoff to Beanland. Working to the right. Tries to cut it back inside and contact right away. He'll pick up a yard. That's all. Good job by the Owensville D-line.
Famous sweet play. Might be the coolest moon ever coming up right now.
That is, wow. We saw that super blue moon the other night. This one, I mean, this looks like the start of a Halloween movie over there.
Bad moon rising.
So what do the Mustangs have for 3rd and 9? Under 7 minutes to play here in the third quarter, trailing by 9. They're going to go wide receivers, trips left. Pass out of the shotgun with Beanland to his left.
We got a screenplay coming.
You are correct. It's a screen back to Rugen. He gets up to the 47 and dives forward, just shy of the 45. So that's going to bring up 4th and 4. Hess going over to Coach Holt and asking, what do you say, man? We got to go for this thing?
I think I go for this. I think I do. I keep the momentum. I keep rolling.
And I think Eldon agrees with you. This is 4th and 4, and it's a short 4 for that matter, too.
You're getting this every time you run to the right, at least.
If I'm Owensville, I'm putting all the size on the line and expecting Beanland to try to bounce it outside. If I'm Eldon, I don't care. They're going to go receivers, trips left. Heavy package and 2 men go in motion to the right. Beanland lines up to the left. 4th and 4 for the Mustangs. From the Owensville 46, his handoff to Beanland to the right. Cuts it back inside. Drops his head. Pushes him forward to the 40-yard line. Serdike Yamaha first down. Beanland moving the chains for the Mustangs.
And all that does is give that offensive line more confidence when you do that. That's the coach telling the offensive line, I trust you to pick this up.
It's my front guys versus their front guys, and I'm betting on mine right now.
That's got to feel good if you're an offensive lineman And that's a huge shot of energy right there.
That is a big victory right there on this drive for Eldon. So Eldon putting together a nice little drive, just once again matriculating down the field, chunk by chunk. Now at the 39-yard line, Hess, he's going to keep this one, runs right up the middle, kind of lowers his shoulder and plows forward to about the 35-yard line. Picks up another 5.
Eldon's eating up this quarter pretty good. This is Eldon football right here.
You've got enough time, though. You know, you can continue to do this.
Yeah, in Owensville. I mean, you see them boys on the front, hands on their hips, breathing a little heavy right now.
That is what Eldon loves to see.
That's those body blows taking effect.
Mustangs from the 35, 2nd and 5. 5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland to his left. Hess takes snap. It's a handoff to Beanland right up the middle. He cuts back. He gets to the 25. Driving still. Keeps those legs churning. Stretches out to the 21-yard line.
That boy wants the ball.
Evan Beanland saying Andrew Beanland saying feed me more.
Give him all he wants.
That is a Serdike Yamaha first down, and Eldon is knocking on the door of the red zone.
You can just see the body language of both teams right now shifted. Eldon's wanting it right now, man.
Eldon's wanting it, and Beanland, once again, I don't think he believes anybody can stop him right now.
He's 10 foot tall and bulletproof right now.
He is to the left of Hess. Receiver comes in motion. They're going to hand it to Rugen. He runs right into the D tackle, who just falls down with him. But still, it's going to pick up a yard and move him into the Case IH Crown Power red zone.
You're still falling forward for another yard, so you're still progressing.
To be fair, if Rugen hit me with a head of steam, I'm falling forward too, so... But that is the thing. You feel like Eldon is getting Owensville on their heels at the moment at the line. And
yeah, and you got some Owensville kids on defense tapping their helmets to the sideline, which basically means I need a sub.
And Owensville coaching staff going, no, stay out there. So 2nd and 9 for the Mustangs from the 20-yard line. Hess going to drop back, looking to throw. He sets up the screen pass, gets to the middle of the field, to the 15, 10, diving forward to about the 7-yard line. Screen working to perfection for Jalen Beckman.
That was a nice play. Nice job getting those last couple of yards diving.
How about the way Hess sells this play?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Hess is staring into the eyes of the pass rush like, oh, no, you got me. And meanwhile, Jalen Beckman coming from right to left to the middle of the field, and great downfield blocking as well. That's another Serdike Yamaha first down all the way up to the 8-yard line. This is the Case IH Crown Power red zone. Mustangs looking to draw closer in this one. Going to go heavy to the right side. Beanland to the left of Hess. Snap, it's a handoff to Beanland. He runs to the right, tries to cut back the middle, and he is met head on.
Yeah, they were waiting for him that time.
They've seen that play a lot, as Beanland going to take a 2-yard loss, and we got a timeout on the field or an official stoppage here.
I'm not sure what this is.
The Owensville coaching staff not super thrilled about something. Looks like a timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and take the break as well, this Lloyd Belt Automotive timeout. And we'll be back with more of the third quarter in just a moment. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
Divine and the Land Pro team will provide you with excellent service and more than 25 years of combined knowledge of the local real estate market. Looking to buy or sell land or farms in Miller, Morgan, or Camden County? Call Chuck Yo, the Land Pro, at 573-280-4452. Victoria Divine makes finding your next home enjoyable, utilizing the latest technology to bring buyers and sellers together. Buying a home is a big decision. Trust Victoria Divine to handle all the details for you. Divine and Associates, powered by eXp Realty, located across from Wood Supermarket in Eldon.
No pressure, low prices. Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett. ShopHewlett.com.
Mustangs started a drive on the 10-yard line with an interception, and they have found their way all the way down to the opposing 10-yard line with 3:10 to go in this third quarter, trailing 28-19. 2nd and 10 for Eldon. Technically, they can get a first down. Well, no, it's 2nd and goal. It's going to be a keeper from Hess, the right side. He has to dive forward just to try to get positive yardage here. Maybe picking up a yard or two.
Yeah, Eldon's been working that right side pretty hard, but Owensville's made an adjustment over there of some sort because it's not happening here all of a sudden.
So that brings up 3rd and goal now.
This may be where that reverse comes back in.
Well, I guess Hess picked up a smidge more than I thought. That'll be 3rd and goal from about the 8-yard line. Once again, definitely 4-down territory, of course. You're not taking a field goal here. Hess out of the shotgun. He's going to drop back, rolls to his right, has to fling it up off his back foot. Receivers there, it's tossed in the end zone. Who came down with it? Nobody, and that may be a blessing for Eldon as it falls incomplete. That one had dangerous written all over it.
That was a jump ball right there.
So 4th and 8 now facing the Mustangs. What do you do? Do you have that one play you trust more than any other?
Well, at this point, it's usually Hess with the ball, but that's a little far out. So I don't know. If you're Eldon, though, and you've taken this much time this quarter, you've got to get the payoff, man.
We got another stoppage on the field. I don't know if this is an injury timeout. Oh, it looks like a cramp in the back corner of the end zone. I know that stretching pose. We saw that.
Yeah.
Saw that aplenty. But, yeah, if you're Eldon, you have to have that one go-to play. I wouldn't be surprised, like you said, if the ball's got to be in Hess's hands. I'd like to see him rolling out. You've really abused the right side. Maybe go to the left this time and give Hess the option of tuck it and run to the middle.
Yeah, I would want the run-pass option of some sort where we can tuck it and go or dink it over the top. I don't know if you pull the reverse now. They've done that a couple times. That may be something they're looking for. So,
or maybe if you have a way to fake the screen pass to Beckman, since they've seen that a few times, and go to the opposite side of the field. I don't know.
I give the ball to Hess and trust him to figure it out and get him out on the edge somewhere.
But what we're going to do is we're going to go into the reindeer games package. I want to see snow globe here. That's the nice part of this is, of course, the Mustangs want to end this with 6. But even if something happens and you don't get it, I mean, you're deep inside the other team's territory, and you put yourself in good position here with 2:19 to go in the third quarter, trailing by 9. So, Eldon, from the 8-yard line, 4th and goal, what do the Mustangs have? They're going to go 3 receivers out to the left. Hess out of the shotgun. Beanland comes up to his left. Hess takes the snap. He will roll left. Is he going to keep it? He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Puts it in the air to the end zone. Knocked away. What a play by the cornerback. He was going for Beckman. Just about had him. The Owensville defense stands tall at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, you got to give them credit. They covered up the Eldon receivers. They knew Hess was looking to either throw that thing or he was just looking for a reason to take off, So they covered him up well. Got to give credit.
Hess bought all the time in the world, and he put that pass on a rope the only place he could, but a good breakup. So now if you're this Mustang defense, you're the boys up front. You got to pin your ears back and go try to get a stop for a loss.
You got to make a play right here.
So Owensville takes over from the 8-yard line. First,
that trips formation again.
Yeah, trips left. They've done a lot out of it. Out of the shotgun, looking left, fakes the screen pass. Quarterback's going to keep it. He runs to left, finds a hole. Forward, he's got the first down and more. Finally knocked out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. It's a big pickup of about...
That's about 15?
Well, I was trying to figure out if he got as far as I thought. Well, it's about the 25-yard line. All right, I thought he got up to the 30, but a good, strong run by Blake Elliott, and that gives you a lot more breathing room.
They do a lot of things out of that formation.
They like that formation a lot, and once again, it helps when you have a quarterback like Elliott that can sell it and can also tuck and run.
Here it comes again. It keeps Eldon on their toes.
Yeah, trips right, and they're going press coverage on one receiver, giving a little space on the others. Now they're going to go screen pass to that side, and that's.
Get on the ball. Get on the ball.
I was going to say, the ref's going to call it incomplete. That must have been a forward pass. That was dangerously close to a fumble, though.
Yeah. Get on it and sell it. Make the refs make a decision.
That moon up there really is crazy, Jason.
It is, man. I'm telling you what. Something's going on. That's your sign. Something crazy is about to happen in the fourth quarter.
Ain't that the truth? I think I see an astronaut waving to me on that thing. Goodness. I don't know what that sound was, but it didn't sound good. Oh, well, that's because it's not good. Great.
I heard a cowbell. Was that it?
Yeah, it was me. It's telling me my battery's at 10%. Cool. We'll figure that out later. Out of the shotgun, trips right for Owensville. Quarterback going to keep it. Mustangs there, though. They corral him after just a 1-yard gain. It's going to force 3rd and long for Owensville.
Yeah, this is a big play if you're the Eldon defense right here. You've got to get this ball back.
Chance to get the Dutchman off the field and get the ball back into your own possession. I did miss that legal ID at the top of the hour. You're listening to tonight's broadcast on KS95 Sports, KTKS Versailles, Eldon, Lake of the Ozarks. at 95.1 FM, also online at lakeradio.com, and now streaming at sportszone.com. I'm Colton Taylor, Jason Vansel. Got Aiden to my left. I've got Mark back at the studio, and Owensville has the ball with trips right out of the shotgun, rolling right. Eldon trying to get a little pressure there. Quarterback looking for it all, throwing the long ball, and he's got it. What a catch by the receiver, finally drugged down at the 26-yard line. I believe that was Zayden Gates that went up and got that.
Yeah, that was just a nice job. He timed his jump just right, went up over the Eldon kid and just caught it.
I mean, that's twice we've seen Gates get a one-on-one with the corner, and the corner was there. He had position. He ran with him. It's just Gates wanted it more.
I don't know how tall he is, but he was pretty smooth on that.
So we've seen both of the Gates have a huge impact. That Zayden Gates is just a junior wide receiver. Isaiah Gates, the running back, has been huge. Snap is bobbled, picked up, and a forward pass is dropped, so it'll fall incomplete. Looking for the screen pass was Owensville. Eldon got there quickly, though.
Yeah, if you're able to just regroup, shake it off, move on.
58 seconds to go in this third quarter. Mustangs trail by 9. Owensville with the ball and driving. 2nd and 10 from the Mustang 27-yard line. Trips right again. It is the favorite formation. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap, handoff, no, fakes the handoff, screen pass. Mustangs are there, overrun him a little, but recover well. A good tackle in open space, holding just to a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to miss a tackle in the open field, you better have some teammates coming quick, and they did.
That brings up third and at least 8.
Big play.
Yeah, wide receiver shook up for Owensville, limping off the field. This may be the last play of the quarter. Can the Mustangs come up with a stop? I mean, you're not going to punt if you're Owensville, but it's going to force an uncomfortable 4th down. Owensville with trips left this time. Halfback 2, quarterback's right. Takes the pass. Fakes left. He's going to keep it. Runs right up the gut. Eldon tangles him up and drags him down at the 25. Minimal gain. That's going to bring up 4th and long for Owensville. But that'll be a problem for the Dutchmen in the 4th quarter. Coming up, we've played 3. Eldon trails Owensville 28-19. You're listening to KS 95 Sports.
Since 1844, Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes have been a part of the Lake area. They've seen the communities grow, they've seen the communities change, but one thing remains the same. Nothing's more important than our schools. Kidwell Garber would like to take this time to salute everyone involved in keeping the schools a source of pride for the area. And to the students who always strive to do their best, whether in sports or academically, you are the future. From Kidwell Garber Funeral Homes of Versailles and Laurie and Kidwell Granite Works.
What a game. It's 4th and goal. Winter Shelton drops back in shotgun. Here's the snap. Shelton bootlegs. He keeps it. He dives into the end zone. Touchdown!
When it comes to winning and real estate, there's one team crushing the competition. Winter Shelton Real Estate Group.
Shelton is crushing it.
Look them up online and Facebook.
Winter Shelton's crushing it, yeah.
Getting ready for the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company 4th quarter. It's the Mustangs trying to get a big stop, trailing by 9, 28-19. They've got Owensville facing 4th and 8 at the Eldon 25-yard line.
If you're Owensville, I still think you got to feel pretty good whether you get this or not, because Eldon almost took up 3/4 of that last quarter to drive the field, and they're down by more than 1 score here. So if I'm Owensville, I'm still a little bit happy about that either way, how this goes.
2 wide receivers high, 2 wide receivers low for Owensville. Out of the shotgun, and a Mustang jumped. Mustang jumped. One of the DNs was ready to bring the pressure and got a little overexcited.
Yeah, and 4th and 8, 4th and 3 is a heck of a lot different call now than 4th and 8.
Especially when you've got Blake Elliott at quarterback.
Yeah, and you want to try to drive them now. Not to say that Eldon would be out of it if they scored, but it'd be tough with their style of offense. So this would be where you smell blood in the water if you're Owensville right here to get this 1st down.
So that'll bring up 4th and 3 at the Eldon 21-yard line. Big play here for the Mustangs. Now Owensville going to go back to trips left, what they operate everything out of. Quarterback takes snap, fakes the handoff. He's going to roll right. Mustangs are there trying to push the pile. I don't think he got it. Eldon holds on 4th down and gets the stop.
What's crazy is we just ran 2 plays in 3 seconds.
Wow, that's
I forgot to
impressive.
start the clock.
What a job, though, by the Eldon defense, as that trips right and trips left formation has given major problems to this Mustang defense. They lined up trips left, faked the handoff to the left, quarterback ran right to it, and the defense of the Mustangs was ready for it.
Came up, big play.
You got to put points on the board, though.
I mean, that is huge because Eldon, it takes them a while to get down the field. That's big.
Little late getting players on the field. That play clock all the way down to 14 seconds already. Mustangs still in the huddle. 10 seconds to go. You're going to have to get this snap off quick.
Better get set quick.
Eldon's always ran that set go style. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1, and Hess barely gets it away. Fakes the handoff on the reverse, trying to set up a screen.
Well, they going to say they didn't get it? They
got it.
They got it. There's no.
Was it a false start, though, rushing it to get the play in?
Somebody call a timeout, maybe just in case.
I saw that flag come out. I think they're going to whistle false start, yeah.
Really?
Those are the kind of mistakes you can't have right now in the game. So that backs Eldon up another 5 yards. So they're now going to operate from their own 15-yard line. 11:54 to go in the Carpenter Gunther Lumber Company fourth quarter. Mustangs trail 28-19 after an offensive explosion in the second quarter. It's been quiet through the third. Eldon going to spread it out. 2 wide receivers low, 1 high. Beanland to the left. He gets the handoff coming to the left. He breaks 1 tackle, carries the defender even further. That's going to be a nice little 6-yard gain on first down.
Yeah, nice gain. And once again, I got to give a little love to the lineman. Owen Martin, once again, leading the way there. Getting upfield.
Owen Martin's been doing this for several years. That's actually going to be a 7-yard gain for Beanland. That brings up a very manageable 2nd and 8 from the Mustang 23. So this is where those 3 quarters of wearing down the D-line pays off. If you can keep making holes like Owen Martin is, that's going to give Beanland room to operate. As he's lined up to Hess's left, Hess going to drop back, setting up the screen. Flip screen to the middle of the field. Receiver coming across the field, bounces to the outside, trying to get the edge. He gets to the 30, diving forward to about the 33 before he's drug out of bounds. Make that the 34. That's enough for a Serdike Yamaha first down. As they go back to the well, we've seen that play several times tonight. Jalen Beckman.
Yeah, big night.
Left to right for Beckman, picking up the first down. Mustangs needed that. That moves them up to the 34-yard line. 11:06 to go in this fourth quarter. If you can put points on the board, you get Owensville sweating a little bit.
Yeah, put the pressure on.
Hess out of the shotgun, handoff to Beanland, working to the left. He's got a gap in the middle.
Ooh, nice play.
Just about shed the tackle for a big gain, but a good job by the D-line of Owensville, holding strong, limiting Beanland to 2.
Yeah, big Hayden Shoemaker, number 63, making a great play for a big guy right there.
That's tough because that was what I'll call an arm tackle. He wasn't able to get the body into it. He just kind of hooked him with the hands and had to hold on. Even on short runs, Beanland's still picking up at least 2 yards.
Yeah.
He's having a great night. So 2nd and 8 for the Mustangs. From the 36, handoff to Beanland. No, it's the reverse. Middle of the field, little room to work with. Getting upfield fast, crosses midfield to the 47-yard line.
Nice
Michael Rugen on the reverse. We got a timeout on the field, or the officials? What are we doing here?
Timeout Eldon, I believe.
I was surprised to see Eldon burn a timeout here, but
you got momentum, you're rolling a little bit.
So Mustangs will burn the timeout. Lloyd Belt's automotive timeout called on the field. Eldon driving, trailing by 9, 10:28 to go in this fourth quarter. You're listening to KS95 Sports.
The goal of the Morgan County Health Center in Versailles is to make sure you feel your best and stay that way. A few of the public health and community services available at the Morgan County Health Center include CPR and first aid training, food safety classes, educational materials and classes promoting healthy lifestyles and activities, children and adult immunizations, and nutrition for expectant mothers and young children through the WIC program. For more information, follow the Morgan County Health Center on Facebook or call 378-5438. The Morgan County Health Center at 104 West Lafayette and Versailles, connecting the community to healthy choices.
Eldon with some momentum, trailing by 9, 10:28 to go in this fourth quarter, but they are moving the ball, picking up another Serdike Yamaha first down as they break across midfield to the Owensville 46-yard line. Jason, even with this run style, they've still got plenty of time if they can put points on the board with this drive.
Yeah, if they can get this thing in fairly quick, and put a little pressure on Owensville, that's a little different when you're playing with just a couple points lead, especially in a game where you know it can get crazy at the end.
Once again, this game last year ended on a tipped pass for a touchdown. Receiver comes in motion. Hess fakes the handoff. He's going to drop back. He's forced out of the pocket, rolls to his left, has to flip it downfield out of bounds. Good job just getting rid of it.
Smart choice.
Owensville brought some heat.
Eldon looking to get a little bit more aggressive, it looks like here.
I don't mind it at all. Throw them different looks.
Pushing it to try to get in that end zone a little bit. I think they realize, they probably got one more good drive in them after this, unless they stop Owensville quick.
You got to be thinking, who's going to make the big play? This is we've seen a lot of the same names over and over again. We've seen Rugen coming up. We've seen Beckman. We've seen a lot of Beanland and Hess. Who's going to make the big play? Hess takes it, hands it off to Beanland. Beanland to the left. He finds a hole in the middle, gets to the outside, driving all the way to the 40. A nice pickup on second down. That's going to bring up third and about 4.
Yeah, another 5 yards.
Official stoppage of play. We got a player down. We do. A Mustang shook up. I'm afraid that might be Beanland. No?
Not sure who that is.
Yeah, because I think I see Beanland walking back to the huddle. Actually, somehow jumping back to the huddle. How does that kid have enough energy left to bounce around like that?
I don't know, man.
He's carried the ball 476 times tonight. So stoppage here as they're checking out the injured player. Just gives everybody a little chance to catch their breath as well. And a reminder, we'll be back next week with the Versailles Tigers as they make their way. What has happened to my camera? Is it still on? Huh, interesting. Well, if you're watching this broadcast, I apologize. I don't know what happened to my camera. Let me see if I can fix it, though. Boy, I'm really, really bad at technology tonight. No, that did not fix it. It still froze there. It's very interesting. Great. We've made it through a whole broadcast. This is about the time that stuff should go wrong, I guess. We like to wait till we get to the exciting part of the game before, we have something break. So Eldon now facing 3rd and 3. What can the Mustangs do with it? Snap. Hess is going to keep it. Runs up the middle. Loses his footing, but dives forward. That's going to be close to a first down.
We'll see.
That extra effort by Hess may have been enough.
See if they give them the same grace they did Owensville on that one. It was almost the same exact spot on the field first half.
Why is this not working anymore? This is terrible. I'm so confused.
Now they're going to measure it.
So the chain gang going to come on out. Heath Murdoch not on that chain gang this week, so I don't know what to think of it.
He's taking in a game tonight.
I'm so confused. Am I still plugged in up there? Unplug it and plug it back in. I don't know. I apologize once again if you're watching the Most Sports Zone stream. I don't know what I've done at this point. There is a chance that I gave my computer a virus. Someone at one point was like, Colton, you should be the tech guy. And I was like, oh, you clearly haven't been around me very long. Chain gang out here going to measure this one.
It might be a little short, but it looks from here.
Short by an inch. So that's going to bring up a crucial 4th and short for the Mustangs. What can they do with it?
Under center, Hess.
I was going to say, I think at this point you just have Hess push the pile and you have the big boys push Hess.
You might as well just tell Owensville he's getting the ball. We don't care.
Hess under center takes it. Diving forward. They're going to push him. He's fighting for the yardage. And
I don't know.
The ref giving him a good spot on the other side. I think he got it. Hess forward to the 36.
A little scary there for a minute.
It was. They hit him early, but he hit back.